I'm talking and had my microphone muted in the server. Yeah, brilliant way to start. Hey everybody, how you doing? Yes, Tolbet, you can share the stream. That's awesome. That would be great. 69 Eliminator, button clicked, 166 if your math is right. I see 167 right now because I'm seeing 999833. We'll see how it goes. Hey Rip, how you doing, buddy? Joe Wynn says, enjoy Memorial Day, everyone. Yes, absolutely, enjoy Memorial Day. Power Driven, hell yeah! We'll see if that little counter thing works. John helped me fight that thing all day long. Just getting that to stay live has been a pain in the butt. Oh, goodness gracious. Alright, so you can see right now we're starting up with Balatro. Just wanted to start with something easy because I haven't done a live stream ever. Hey, Earthy Speed Paints? Okay, that's a pretty cool name. I like that. Nice. So, yes, we are very, very close. I think I'm at 167? 160? Yeah, 167, right? I think that's how many I think we need. Is that right? Somebody do a calculator real quick on me. But I think it's 167. We'll see if we can get them all in the next 5 minutes so I can go to bed early tonight because I got an early day tomorrow. Tardis, hey, how you doing? Random name kind of came up with. Nice. Oh, Power Driven did the math for me. 167. Thank you, Power Driven. Alright, like I was saying in the chat a little while ago, just create a bunch of Gmail accounts. That's all. It's easy. Just create them all, jump over, hit subscribe, share on Facebook and X. Thank you, Tolbat. Appreciate that. Delusionals Arcade. So Bit by Bit name is already taken by Russ Lyman's channel for years. Just wanted to give me an FYI. Huh. Well, that sucks. I think I'm going to keep it, though. I've already got all the graphics, so... I'm not trying to take anything from Russ Lyman, but I've never seen that channel. So it's probably a super popular channel, and I'm just an idiot. I apologize. Let's see. Earthy Speed Pants. I have a YouTube account. I forgot on my Chromebook. I'll subscribe on it. That's awesome. Let us know when you do. We'll see if that little counter actually works. Delusionals Arcade, love your channel. We love you too. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. So you guys are used to seeing John for the last several months in these live streams. The last one I did was for Pinball FX, some William tables that came out for that. And it's been a long time. My computer is having all kinds of operating system problems. I really need to just wipe the OS and start over from scratch. I've recovered my OS about 6 times. Some of you guys might not know, but in my professional 9 to 5, I'm actually the manager of backup recovery services for the state of Florida. So I do that stuff in my sleep. I just hate having to fool with it. I need to fix it. Anyway, that's why it's taking me all day to get to this stream. My lovely wife, Grace, if you see this tomorrow on a replay, thank you so much for everything you're doing with your recovery with the stroke. You're doing awesome. My son Michael, he's in there playing Marvels, whatever that cool Marvel game is right now. He's one of the top players and on a team and everything. So if he sees this later on, thank you so much. John, of course, wouldn't have a channel without you. And Mo, you know, he's the third wheel. No, I'm just kidding. Mo, thank you so much for everything you're doing. So... Let's get to some Balatro. Now, I play Balatro both on the desktop here and on my mobile app, and I think I'm further along in the mobile app than I am on the desktop, so a lot of the stuff might be repetition. Hello everyone, let's digitize, says Digitizer. Ooh, is that a Tron reference? That'd be awesome. That's going to be a cool movie coming up if you guys haven't seen some of the trailers. That looks really good. Johnny M. Hey, George. I can now finally put a face to the voice. Sorry about that. It's not a great face. Love your Bit by Bit weekly videos. A big hello to you from Canada. I'm one of John's pleeps on it. Okay, so that PLP thing, guys, we're commenting that in my comments on the Bit by Bit videos. I had no idea what it meant because I had missed the episode where John talked about it. I had to go ask him, and he's like, yeah, that's a purple thing from my daily blog. You guys, if you're not watching that, you should absolutely go check that out. Right now, we've got 35 viewers in this one, so Let's see. Power Driven. I'm so ecstatic for GXG. Looking for that silver play button. Yes, and we're all three getting one. John is going to get the free one, and GenXGrownUp is going to buy one for me and Mo. So, MC Murr in the house, buddy. How you doing, pal? I haven't talked to you in a while, but I'm going to see Murr very, very soon. If you guys haven't already subscribed to the MC Murr channel, absolutely go hit that up. He's got some great content. A lot of game finding in the wild kind of stuff, and talking about different classic retro consoles and video games, and how you can make a living even on eBay with doing some of that stuff. He's done some cool stuff. How much are they? I had no idea. Yeah, so YouTube gives you one for free, and I think after that, I want to say they're like 200 each, I think, something along those lines. We're going to have to take up a collection, so we'll be passing the GenXGrownUp hat around because we're still poor. We're doing a lot of subscribers, but not making a ton of money. Tobat kicking us in for the subscribes. Yes, we want. Oh, and we did get a subscriber, so that thing seems to be working. 834. Yes. John and I figured it out, or me and John. Anyway, I don't know if he's even watching. He was chatting with me a little while ago, so he may be getting ready for bed. He's got an early day. He starts almost as early as I do, working on this content for you every day. Play button incoming. Well, from your lips to God's ears and YouTube's pocketbooks, I hope, Murr. Alright, let's get into this. Hit play. Let's see where I'm at. Alright, we got the Zodiac deck, which I've beaten on white difficulty. Haven't beaten it on red yet. This one starts off with a Tarot Planet and Overstock card. Should be pretty straightforward. Let me swap accounts, Tolbat says. Okay. Jump back in, Tolbat. We appreciate it. So I'm going to go ahead and play, and you guys will no doubt be amazed at how much better John is at this game than I am, but I'm just going to have some fun. I titled this live stream, by the way, just like random games, so we can play any game that I own in Steam. If you guys want me to switch games, just let me know in the comments, and we will do that. Where's TG, the Canadian Gangster? I don't know, Blake. I'll have to find out. John is there. Hey, John. Thank you for joining my live stream. Don't think the counter updates in real time. So, I think ours does. Hey, Inscrutable Al in the house. Thank you, Al. $5 towards my button. I appreciate that so much. That is so awesome. Oh, man. So, yeah, anyway, we can play different games throughout the night. I'm going to stay up for as long as I can. I do have to get up at 7 to take my wife to therapy, but I am committed to seeing this thing through. Now, just so you guys know the way YouTube works, we tend to get like this dump of subscribers between like midnight and 3 a.m. for some reason. I don't know if that's like a YouTube, like it's in the queue or something and it holds up. Ew, George's button. Oh, fuck you, ew, George's button. John's always so jealous of somebody wanting to play with my button. Anyway. Oh, Tolbat says 1 alt account subscribed. Nice. Alright, let's go play. John can critique my play here. Alright. Ooh. We're going to get next edition Joker is free and holographic. I like holographic. It's 10 mult. Let's go ahead and skip that blind and we'll just jump right into the next one. Play. Probably a bit risky, but now you have to watch every video twice. Let's see. What have I got here? Anything worth fooling around with? I mean, I got some diamonds, a couple of clubs. Can go for the larger straight. I got the small pair. Let's get rid of these 3. I'll hold on to the diamonds and see if I can get 10 jack to come up. Well, we got the 10. And another diamond. Well, let's see. More diamonds, 9 available compared to jacks, which is only 4, obviously. So that's the bigger out. Yep, I do suck at this already, Power. I absolutely do. Alright, let's go in there. We got our diamonds. Diamonds. Is that the Rihanna song? Diamonds somewhere. Alright, here we go. See how this does for us. 280. Well, that shit hurt. That didn't do nothing for me. I suck. Earth has never seen Balatro. So, yes, it is a very strange poker game. Go back and look through some of our live streams. Earthy, John has played this multiple times and he's really good at it. There's also a lot of tutorial videos, but essentially the chips are based on the cards. So you can see face cards are worth 10 chips, and number cards are worth their number. Aces are worth, I think, 11, if I remember correctly. And then you have these multipliers, which when you get jokers or you have special cards, you get your chips multiplied by that amount, and then that goes into your score. And you're trying to beat this score that's whatever in the level you are. It's a totally awesome game. Let's go ahead. I think we've still got all my 5s and 2s left. Yeah, 2 of each. Oh, let's do something stupid. See if we can't get a 5 or a 2 here. 6-4. All right. Oh, and I got no more discards. Yep, we're gonna do stupid shit tonight, folks. All right. I can play aces and, but if I play aces and deuces, that takes away my straight. Ace of 5s obviously takes away my straight. Got 4 clubs. Goodness gracious. Let's just go 2 pair. I don't know. That probably won't be. No, that's definitely not enough. Oh, we're still short, but we got 2 more pair. We got 10s, 6s, and deuces. Let's go with 10s and 6s. That'll be 40, 30. Wait. What? Why is that only saying 20 times 2? Is this the deck that evens things out between multiple? That should be 32. What the fuck? Alright, well, that should get us over 450 anyway, so. I don't understand what I just did wrong there. I can't count right now. Alright, so here's the joker that's free. +4 mult for each card below 52 in your full deck. Well, it's free. We'll go ahead and get it. Ice cream, 100 chips, -5 chips for every card. We got $8 right now. Or should we buy a buffoon pack and take a chance? Power Driven, if you haven't forgot yet, thank you, Power Driven, for putting the Discord link in there. GenXGrownUp.com/Discord, absolutely. Oh, dead meat. Chips are not added till you score the hand. Thank you. John, what dead meat said. Alright. Y'all have a Discord? Yes, we absolutely do, Earthy. It is a very fun community. I'm going to buy a buffoon pack while we're talking. But yeah, our Discord server is awesome. I am so happy that we set that up. Alright. Create a tarot card when blind is selected. I like that. $5 for every... Yeah, we're going to go with that one. I like tarot cards. Let's see how this works. Alright. -1 hand size. So I think that means I'll have 7 cards instead of 8. Alright, we got a Wheel of Fortune. Let's see if that works for us. Nope. Alright. Jack 10, 9, 8, 7. There's a straight. Let's see, what's this? I wonder if we're gonna... It's only like if I kill cards, I think, as if this card works. Yeah, currently it's 0, but at least I get the 10+ mult for it being a foil. Is it foil? That's the 10+ mult. Yay, we're on fire. We're over. Yay. Tolbat, 2 emails are subscribed. Yes, 99,835. Updated. There we go. Way to go, Tolbat. Appreciate that, sir. I want to keep calling you Tolbert because there's a line in one of my favorite movies, Major League, when the catcher is being, Jake Taylor, he's being called by the Indians guys. He's like thinking the guy's faking him out. He's like, "Is that you, Tolbert? This is bullshit. I'm hungover, and if you would have gonna done this early in the morning, at least you could have said you were from the Yankees." And then he hangs up on him. Ooh, Celestial Pack, Empress. Enhances 2 cards to multi-cards. That one's a cool one. Diamonds. Oh. Ooh. ×3 if the poker hand has already been played this round. I tend to play a lot of the same hands, so let's do that. Alright, you'll see these jokers affect the score. Earthy, I think, was the one who hadn't played this game yet before. Balatro, can this channel get any better? I don't know, Voljo. Probably not, but we're going to keep trying. That's why we're trying to get to 100,000. Ooh, 99,836, another one. There we go. Keep going. I joined. Damia is better than Z has joined your server. Thank you, Earthy. Everybody in the welcome channel, go say hi to Earthy. There we go. All right, let's go to the next channel. What do we got here? Ooh, free Mega Buffoon Pack. I kind of like that. Oh, but there's a negative. Oh, what if we skip both of these? I'll probably have to get rid of a card because that's a polychrome negative. Oh no, wait. It's just polychrome. It's not negative, right? It's just polychrome. I gotta keep that. I kind of want both of these. Let's do both of them. All right, here's our Mega Buffoon Pack. We get to keep 2 of these. Ooh, I like Fibonacci. That's aces, 2, 3, 5s, and 8s, plus 8. I like that one a lot, especially early on. That one tends to help me. This one's a good one, too, when you're buying a lot of cards. But it kind of contradicts that one, which is having less cards. What do we got here? Play cards are plus 4 mult. That could go well. Let's see. 10, 4, 2. Yeah, so this is going to have 2 and 8 in it. So maybe we get both of these. I don't really like that one. Played this one on mobile, I think. Alright, so let's go here. And here, and let's drag you back over here because the order of the jokers, of course, matters, as everybody knows. Oh, this is going to be stupid. We're skipping. Starts with 0 discards. That means we got to play all the hands we're dealt. But I want that extra joker if we get past this. Here we go. All right, we got Justice. Enhances a card to glass, which is going to make it ×2 on the mult. Let's do that to the ace, because the ace is part of the Fibonacci. It would have been better to have a 2 or an 8 up here, but we'll do that. Oh, look at that. I got some stuff there up on my screen. I don't know if that popped up on the live stream or not. Alright, so let's see what we're going to do here. 2 pair. Do we have that? Yeah, this is the one if it's already been played twice. Let's do this. Because I seem to be getting a lot of 2 pair choices right now. Alright. Ooh, we got a 3 of a kind. Let's get this done for GenXGrownUp. Tolbat says, thank you very much. Austin McKee just joined. What's been played here? So far, I've only been playing Balatro and I've been talking more than I've been playing. But I am open to play anything that's in my Steam library for this evening. I think I've got like 1,000 games in there. Probably only have like 20 or so installed. So if you guys pick one I don't have installed, it'll take me a few minutes to get it installed. Blah, 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 blah. Alright. I take my time with this game. I think John's a much faster player and he's way better. I got no discard, so I have to play everything. I really don't. How many? I got the 1/6 left. I really want another 2 pair, but I'm just gonna play that. Let's see what happens. Oh, that was enough to get me over! Yay! Austin McKee has never heard of Balatro. You're the second person to say that tonight, Austin. It's absolutely a game that's worth it. Alright, we got Popcorn, plus 20 mult, minus 4 mult every round play. Damn it! I mean, it stays as a polychrome after that, but shit. Well, I guess we got to get rid of the tarot card creation, so we'll sell that, buy that, and put that here. Alright. Ooh, stuff can get a lot cheaper. Everything would be 25% off. Let's go ahead and do that. I like sales. You guys know I'm the money man here. Do you have any Atari titles? Yes, I have several Atari Recharge titles in Steam. I don't know if I have any of them installed, but let me go check for you real quick and see. If I don't, certainly I can go get them installed. Let's see. I got Breakout Beyond. I've got the Atari 50 Celebration, which has a ton of stuff in it, obviously. What else do I have? I've got Jackbox stuff that doesn't really count here. I got some new games, too, that we've been getting thanks to some of the press releases we've been putting out on our channel. Tempest 2000 or 3000. I don't think I have either one of those. I got Yars Recharge still installed, so I got a few. We can definitely take a look at those as we go. Alright, let's see. I got $7 left. Planet Pack. Guess gonna go Mega, right? If you're gonna get one. Let's see. Can I play Anna Lynn at some point? It's a fan. I don't have Anna Lynn, Earthy. I'm sorry. I do have Atari 50, so I can play that, but I don't have Anna Lynn, so I can't play that. I'm sorry. At least not tonight. Maybe it's something I should go looking for. Alright, so let's see what we got. Well, we're definitely going to upgrade our 2-pair because we've been getting a few of those. And if I do 2-pair, I typically like to do 3 of a kind or Full House when I have the opportunity, but I got both here. I'm going to go with 3 of a kind because it's the more likely to happen than the Full House. Just an odds play. Alright. Oh, damn it. Another Polychrome that's free. Boy, this game is just screwing with me. Left, right, and center. 2 common jokers I don't care about. What's going to be the big blind here? Cards drawn face down after each hand that's played. 4,000. I can get past that. Let's skip this blind. Alright. Well, now we got to beat this one. And of course, we get a Full House right on the flop. Alright, I'm just going to play... So let's look at our run info. These are the only 2 things I have set up here. I can play a 2-pair, which is 43, or 3 of a kind, which is 55, obviously. I'm really tempted just to do the 2-pair because I'll be more likely to get that during the hand. Full House is 44, 43, 44. Yeah, but then that can give me that times 3. I'm going to play this one. Oh, and that got me over anyway. Let's go back to the chat real quick. Load Balatro on any device, you won't be disappointed. Yep, absolutely. Dang, but it's okay, though, to describe Anna Lynn. Imagine Pac-Man with a Dig Dug setting with Donkey Kong Jr. and Popeye mechanics? Holy shit. Ooh, 69 Eliminator. Can you match John's mad skills on Utopia Must Fall? Probably not, but I do enjoy that game. I do have it installed, and I have played it quite a bit, so we can definitely take a look at that one. If you guys like. Let's see. Alright, well, let's go ahead and upgrade pair. We got $6 left. Another Celestial pack or an Arcana pack. I don't really care about upgrading 4 of a kind. I like that tarot card sometimes, so that really can help. So I'm going to go ahead and buy that one and save it for the round. Alright, let's go 4th. Drawn face down. Alright, so we got 2-pair. I'm going to play those right away. And we're over. 1 hand done. All 22. We're at 29 viewers, I see it. So there's only 22 viewers? Wow, I had 35. People quit. They must really not like me. Oh, I'm sad. I'm sad. What do we get? Oh. Ooh! My Flushes and Straights made with 4 cards. I love that card. I love that Joker. Oh, I'll get rid of this common card. Absolutely. Plus, it's a Polychrome. Love Polychrome. I haven't been doing a Straights and Flushes run, but I might be talked into it now for sure. We got $13 left. Let's spend 3 more bucks. I don't want a buffoon. Let's just buy some Planet cards. See what we get. 2-pair again, or Full House, or straight. I think I'm going to go straight. Let's do that. Now it says 30 on yours. Okay, yeah, sometimes too, like the refresh messes with me and everything, but alright, let's go on to the next round. What are we at? Doubles money up to 40, that's not worth it, so let's play this round right now. Alright, I don't see two pair anywhere sticking out at me. No, oh, but I have a straight. Do you guys know why I have a straight? For those who haven't played this game yet, I'll look for a comment to see if anybody can tell me why I have a straight right now. Joe really likes Anna Lynn. Hey George, you now have Anna Lynn. Are you serious? Did you gift me Anna Lynn, Power Driven? Hi, Power Driven's always sending me stuff like that. I don't know. It's probably in my. Let's see if it's in my. Yep, I received a gift copy of the game Anna Lynn on Steam. Well, I got to accept the gift. Let me go do that. Open Steam. Let's see. Go back to home. Alright, so I don't know what I did yet. Okay, yeah, that's my account, but I want to accept. It keeps taking me to a weird thing, so let me just put this link in a web page. I think that's the exact same link I've been doing. Oh, there. Oh, Anna Lynn, accept the gift. Add to my library. All right, it is now in my library. I will tell it to install while we're playing Balatro. And it is download. Wow, that downloaded quick. Okay, well, I have Anna Lynn. I'm scared to play that game. You guys are going to laugh at me because I'm going to suck at that game. Alrighty, let's see. So excited, George and John from Ted. Ted, how you doing, buddy? Michael Sukowski. Hey, Michael, how you doing? Gonna stream some Streets of Rage 2 Wednesday. Okay. My buddy Slasher Mix Splitter. GenXGrownUp helps my old arse stay in the know. Cool. All right. Let me go back over here. Get my command center up and running. I should have put the be right back on there. But anyway. All right. So did anybody tell me why I had a straight? I don't know. Let's see. Got here late from Old School Gamer. Nice to see you, Old School. Okay. Well, so I don't see that anybody told me. The reason why I have a straight right now, I have 8, 7, 6, 5, and this one allows me to play 4 cards to a straight and not have to play the traditional 5-card hand. So 8, 7, 6, and 5, and you see now it switches over to straight for those guys who haven't played the game before. We'll play that and see what score that gets us. It should get us a decent little score. Over! When you see the little flames coming on, that means that you got more than the score that you needed to beat in the one hand, which is awesome. Alright, we're up to 15. Oh, the arrowhead. Play card spade suits, 50 extra chips. Oh, well that one gives me ×2 mult every time. Ooh. And I do tend to skip some blinds. It might be worth it to take that card and get rid of the ×3, but only if the hand has been played. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to sell that guy. This is maybe a mistake, but I'm going to do it anyway. Let's level up our flush while we're at it, because we've got that little 4-card flush hand. We can play flushes and straights good now. Alright, $11, and that'll give us $2 extra on the completion of a round. You guys will see, I'll show you when we get there for those who haven't played. I'm not going to skip this one. Initial cards and boosters next free. I don't really like that. Ooh, I got my glass ace back in the deck. I got some spades. I can play a flush with the ace. That would be nice. I can play it with 5 cards even. Don't have any straights, but a 5-card flush sounds lovely. Let's play that. And we're on fire! 18,000, there we go. Alright, so remaining hands $1 each, that's $3. And $1 of interest for every $5 I started the round with, or completed the round with, I think, actually. So I have 2 groups of $5, so I got 2 extra dollars, so that's a total of 9, with the $4 for beating the big blind. Is SNK 40th anniversary a Steam game? Sorry, I'm a console peasant. Probably. Oh, yep. Already. Can I make 166 accounts? Oh, did we lose one? We had 835, I thought, didn't we? Now it says 834. Damn it, I'm lowering our score. What am I doing wrong? This is stupid. Alright, let's go back to this. Let's see, turns into a gold card. I don't care about either of these. They're common. Let's just buy a Celestial pack. 2 pair. We got flush back in the mix. I think I'll go with flush. I think we're going to be playing a flush straight game for a little while. Alright, lose $1 per car played, so my bank account's going to probably drop to nothing here. Alright, well, I got all kinds of possibilities. I got flushes. I got 2 pair hands. Let's go look and see who is our better. So flushes 65.8 is the base start. Yeah, probably just go with a flush here. Of course, it takes away all my 2 pair options. Stephanie Jimenez, hello from Clinton, MO. Well, hello, Stephanie. Good to see you. Batman will be right back. Jason, I don't know if it is. I'll go look as soon as let me play this hand, and while it's scoring, I'll go take a look. Let's see, store, search. SNK 40th. SNK 40th Anniversary Collection is available in Steam. It is a $30 purchase, and unfortunately, I do not own it, so can't really play it. But we are going to play Anna Lynn because it was recommended by several viewers in the channel, and Power Driven was kind enough to gift it to me. So we'll be doing that here in a little while. Let's see. Oh, I already beat the score when it cashed out. 17,000. There we go. So let's grab our $10. We didn't lose too much there. That's good. Ooh. Celestial packs always contain the planet card for which your hand is, which you've played the most, which I like a lot. That can really elevate things. So we're going to redeem that. Empress enhances 2 cards to multi-cards. Yeah, we'll go ahead and grab that. And I can buy a Celestial pack and still be at $10. So let's grab a Celestial pack. And right now, of course, 2 pair is probably the hand that I've played the most. Let's see. Yep, 2 pair I played the most because I played it 5 times. That's what these numbers mean on the side. So we'll go ahead and enhance that. I hope that I can get flushes and straights up there, so it'll start giving me those planet cards. Alright. Oh, Jason was hoping to see some Crystalis. And oh, damn it. Well, I gotta skip this. Get another polychrome. Wait, why do I only have 4 cards? Did something kill one of my damn jokers? Oh, Miss So is in the house and just gifted 20 GenXGrownUp memberships. That means you're going to get to see videos that we release specifically to members on our channel much earlier than you would if you were not a member. And by much, I mean a day. So let's take a look at all the people. See, John puts clips on his hat. I don't have any clips, but holy crap. Webnox, Arak, OB, Pixelated Traveler, Waste of Headspace, nice. Ogre Supreme, Chad Mitchell, Kevin Anderson, Dude Seriously, The Hobo Gamer, Matthew Buckley, Tim Roberts, Nintendo DS Collector, JR, Marxus, Slippy Wheels, Cheese Paris, Pulling Weeds, Managing CPTSD in Your Life Garden, DR. Wow. Miss So is an unbelievable support of ours. Thank you so much. I know, right? Time to get a sombrero. Power Driven says, holy crap. That is just incredible. Miss So, you are a wonderful human being. I don't know why I lost one of my jokers, but I definitely need a new one to replace it, so we're gonna skip, and that'll move that multiplier up, which is good. I lost, well, at least I didn't lose 4 fingers, but I lost someone. Oh, that was the one that was going down by 4 bolts every time. I guess it just dies when you lose it. Damn, that sucks. I wish I would have realized that. Alright, well, we'll get another one to replace it here in just a second. Let's see what we got. Oop, flushes. Let's go ahead and play ourselves a flush. And that'll get that hand count up on flushes. Michael says, where's John tonight? John is, he was on the live stream a little while ago. He might still be hanging around. He might also be going to bed. I am just stupid and have spent all day trying to set up this nice little frame and everything that you see here on the screen all day long, fighting with my computer. And I just wanted to see if I could play long enough to see if we could get to 100,000 tonight. It don't look like it's going to happen unless I stay up until 3 in the morning, and I'm not sure if I can handle that, but who knows. We'll see. Alright, so death is the one that lets me make one card into another. If I do that with a heart or a club right now, I'll have another flush to play. So we're going to pick these two, and it says convert the card on the left to the card on the right. So we're going to use that right now, and I'll have 2 jacks of hearts. There we go. Jack, Jack, 9, 7. That's another flush. We'll play that, and that'll get us the rest of the way there. Hey, Kung Mang. Yeah, so we have both live streams going simultaneously. As a matter of fact, that live stream's counter is what you see right above my head up here. That's showing the current count. So we're kind of double dipping a little bit with live streams tonight. Figured I'd watch for a little bit. Exactly, last the long holiday weekend is over. I have to go back to work. I'm sorry, Steve. Yeah, me too. Sucks. Never played Crystalis. Looking it up now. Been playing it. Okay, that's from an earlier comment. Alright, so here's the new one. Ooh, mine. Retrigger each play 2, 3, 4, or 5. That'll work well with Fibonacci, because Fibonacci gives you 2 3s and 5s. That's a good little card to have. And it's also polychrome now. So there we go. Alright, we got $18 to spend. We're on Ante 5. We're trying to get to Ante 8. If I get there, then we're going to stop and we're going to move into that other game that was just gifted to me by Power Driven and talked about by the other people in the chat. Oh, we got flushes available to us now as a planet card. We're going to buy that. Let's go ahead and buy another one. Let's go ahead and grab another flush enhancement. Now, flushes are 9512 as their base count to start. Let's go ahead and buy it. Yeah, it's $2. That'll still give me 10. Holiday. What holiday? I work today, Kung Man says. Yeah, I kind of work every day. I work for a school, so I'm on a super long weekend now. Arrow, how long is your weekend when you're working for a school? And are you a teacher, or do you work as administrative staff? Or I'd be interested to find out. Yeah, I did learn the Joker shuffling for the. I learned that pretty early on. I think I might have learned that maybe around the same time John did. I don't really remember. Cards played previously this ante are debuffed. Oh, I hate that. I hate this blind boss. So you guys are going to see when I get some cards that I've already played in these rounds so far, which fortunately I've only played 1 round, which is good, and I've only played 8 cards. So only 8 cards will be canceled. I can't use them when they pop up. Batman says he has to leave. Batman, before you leave, you got to give us a crazy reason for having to leave, not just a normal reason. Something like Donkey Kong just stepped in and grabbed my little dog and hauled it up the girders or something. Arrow. Oh, bus driver. Okay. All right. Cool. That's got to be a challenging job. Hey, we got lucky here. No cards in this hand set that have been debuffed. I also don't have enough for a flush either way. I got a couple of 2 pairs, though. Alright, let's go ahead and play a 2-pair to start. We'll have a couple of diamonds left over to maybe go toward a flush, some low cards towards a straight. Let's see what happens. And there's some Fibonacci numbers in here. So 21,000, yeah, we're golden now. We'll just play another 2-pair hand and this round is over. Batman, I have to keep my title in the house as the best at Warlords or I'll clean the roof. Okay, that qualifies, Batman. Have a good night, buddy. We'll see you. Oh, goodness. Oh, we're back up to 99,835, so we must have gotten that subscriber back. He must have gone and watched the other live stream and felt bad for us. All right, let's see. What do I got? Oh, that's 2 multi. I need to remember to use that next time. Oh, the blanks. I don't remember if I bought all the blanks on mobile or on let's go take a look. Is it here that I can? It's nowhere here yet. So let's go back under options, collection, jokers. And the blanks are at the end. No, this is jokers. I need vouchers. Vouchers are at the end. Well, I thought blanks were at the end. There's blanks. I have not bought enough blanks yet because I don't have that one available to me. So maybe I should buy a blank. But there's a mega planet. I'm gonna get a mega planet. What game are we playing? This is Balatro, Michael. Couple of people I've been surprised haven't ever heard of it. It's a very fun poker deck building game. But it is a blast to play. Steve Campana, senior software engineer here. Can't complain about the pay. Nice. As I mentioned at the beginning of the stream, Steve, I am the backup and recovery services manager for the state of Florida governmental agency. So I'm kind of in your space, but not nearly as smart as you are. Let's see. We got straights and 2 pairs. Let's go ahead and get the straight, of course, and grab a 2-pair because we've been playing a lot of those. I've heard of it, but ain't never tried it. I think Waste of Headspace says if you're talking about Balatro, it is a roguelike poker game. There you go, Jason. That's a better description. I'm not in the middle of my circle. Okay. Sorry, Marcus. I'm not in the middle of my circle. This is a very tight little frame. Leave me alone. I'm going to keep playing in spite of Marcus. He's being mean to me. He's going to make me cry, guys, and then I'm going to have to quit. Then the live stream's going to be over, and everybody's... Damn it! I lost another subscriber. Is it because my head's not in the middle of the circle? Crap. Alright. There. Is that better, Marcus? Are you happy now? Let's see. Upgrade straight by 3 levels. Ooh. I don't care about foil jokers, but skipping this level, it'll give this guy to 2.5 on the multiplier. And upgrading straight by 3 levels is a really good one. We got an extra large blind coming up, so straights might be a big benefit to us. By the way, if I do get loopy and pass out, it's because I drank a soda and I haven't taken any of my diabetes medication. So you guys will have to dox me and call 911 or whatever, I suppose. Alright, let's go here to the big blind. What is this, 30 grand? Alright, we can do 30 grand. Right. Alright, we got a straight right off the bat. That's good. Straights give us 180 and 19 as the base right now. And then we got 3 diamonds towards a flush if we need it. Which we probably will. Got a lot of Fibonacci in there though, so I guess we did. Jesus, 103,000. Let's get that hand on the next blind. Someone who's playing with their subscribe button. Probably, yeah. So, I think you mean to say, is this George's telethon staying till you hit it? I'm going to try and stay for a long time, Marcus. We'll see. Mo is here! Damn it! Now everybody's here. I feel special. John was here, but he quit. I'm assuming, because he hasn't commented at all. And John likes to quit on me all the time. La la la, gold card, don't care. Yeah, let's go ahead and buy some tarot cards, see what we can get. Alright, enhances a wild card. That's the one that to the left converts to clubs. could make sure I have plenty of clubs for straights then. One card into a wild. I like that because then that allows us to use it for anything. I'll use it on that queen there. So now any suit will count toward a flush. Waste of headspace. Hello to everyone then. Hello, waste. Everyone is here. Let's see. Let's keep going. Ooh, doubles all probabilities. I like that one, but again, I'm full. If I was negative, I would use it. Let's go ahead and play the next round. This is the 80,000, and we're on ante 6. This will move us into ante 7 of 8. All right. We can make some multi-cards, but I don't have enough here for anything other than a 2-pair. I don't have a straight anywhere. I don't have a flush anywhere. That's going to take away one of the hearts. But I need to get something on the board. No, you know what? We're going to discard some stuff. Let's get stupid. Let's just discard all of that and go straight after. No, let's keep that guy. And let's go after straights and flushes because we get 4. Well, we definitely got flushes there. Alrighty. Let's keep my big cards up there. Let's play these for the flush. And then we'll see if we can get a king up there. That would be nice. Marcus says, the live stream playlist of the backtracks has been awesome. I've listened to more of the podcast than I have in about a year. The last 4 days. So Marcus, I'm glad you're saying that, and I know I'm going out of my circle. John and Mo and I were talking about it. I guess John and Mo had a conversation at lunch the other day. We're seeing some financial benefits to that live stream of the podcast, even though it's just the counter in the podcast. Ooh, 836. Yes. So even though it's just the counter and the podcast, a lot of people are commenting about how much they like them and they're listening for a long time, and people are just leaving it up in the background and listening to the podcast during their day. So that's awesome for us because YouTube then is like, holy shit, people are listening to this live stream for a really long time. And YouTube loves that shit. So we might try to find a way to do something visually that enhances a live stream of podcasts that we can continually run. So anyway, that's something we're looking at. Marcus said he mentioned it at John at lunch today too. That's awesome. Power Driven gives him something to binge listen to. Keith Savage is in the house. Hey Keith, how you doing? 69 Eliminator. I gotta say, I really enjoyed the Mo versus George debates that I heard on the other live stream this week. Well, Mo's here right now, so yeah, Mo and I can have some really good arguments, both on and off the mic. We're both very opinionated and intelligent people. Or Mo's intelligent. I'm not necessarily as intelligent as Mo is. I just happen to be lucky enough to have a debate background. But yeah, those are fun. We just haven't done one in a long time. Maybe that's something we ought to think about. Alan Story's in the house. Hey, Alan, good to see you. And Tolbat is still here. All right, what did we get to? We got to halfway there on that last flush. You can see I don't have 4 of any suit. I got 2 of everything. We can just play 2-pair for now. Save our discards for when we get desperate. I know I'm getting rid of my jacks, but whatever. Of course, now the fucking king comes. Damn it. Well, we got some flushes, so that should get us the rest of the way there. I believe. Yep, 95,000. I'm the masturbator. I mean, master debater, Power Driven says. I'm not opinionated, Jeremiah? Not at all. All right, there we go. We're in the ante 7. This will be the first round of that. Well, we're definitely going to upgrade our straight. Let's do that. Judgment. Creates a random joker card. We don't need that. 1+1 discard each round. I like that, but not as a joker space. I would like that as a voucher. Let's go ahead and buy this voucher just to get out of here. I'll have to wait until the end of the round before that gets replenished. I don't care about buying any standard packs. Let's see. Let's see. I beg to differ, George. Does Mo host bit by bit? No? What are you differing on? I'm not really sure. Michael, George, loving the live stream. Thank you, George. Whoa, Jason just came in with $10. Can't wait till 100K. I'm loving how this channel has grown bit by bit. Is awesome. Thank you, Michael. I appreciate that very much. Thank you. 69 Eliminator. I have a debate question for Mo and George. Wrath of Khan and Empire Strikes Back are considered perhaps the best sequels ever. Which one is better? Fight. Mo, if you're still here, Mo, didn't we debate about those two already? I think. Jason says, if you like ARPGs, you should play Crystalis when you can. It wasn't the first, but it definitely was the best when it came out in 1990 for the NES. You know what, Jason? If it's moderately affordable and on Steam, if somebody will go look for it and figure out a way for me to play it through Steam, I'll add that to my library and give that a shot for you tonight. You donated $10. I appreciate that. I just don't know where it would be in there. Oh, that I'm not smart enough. Just because I host bit by bit, that's all algorithms producing that shit for me. I just talk a lot. I'm good at talking. That part I'm good at. All right, let's get to the next round. Let's see. After defeating Big Ball, I can grab $25. Let's see. Oh, Steve Cohen. I remember playing that on my NES. Don't know if I still have it. Remember when you send money, says it's for the basic programming fund. What? I don't know what that means, but... Oh, because I think you want John to play basic programming on a live stream. Jason Kahn. Yeah. It's a tough debate question. I could be on either side of that argument, and I think I could make some strong cases for both films. They're both really solid. There's a lot of stuff with Empire that goes into the background that I have knowledge on, like who was really in control of a lot of that film. And Wrath of Khan, of course, being a Star Trek fan my whole life, that one's arguably in my top 5 of films of all time. Trying to get John to buy a copy of Basic Programming. Right. There we go. All right. So don't forget, if somebody can help Jason find that game, that Crystalis, over in Steam, that I can buy real quick tonight, I will absolutely do it. All right, let's go ahead and play the small blind here. If we get through this round, we're done, folks. All right, so we got a queen that's a wild card that we can play with hearts or clubs. Okay. Well, there's a lot of possibilities here. Let's keep our clubs and just play our hearts for right now. There's our flush. We need to get some flushes upgraded. So that can really be a better base. 22,000. $2 from Jeremiah. See like this for basic programming fun. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for the donations. Oh my goodness. Alright, 876. Not a 4, not a 9. We need a 5 or a 9 for a straight. We got 2 pair. We got a pair, not 2 pair, sorry. Suits, we still only got 3 clubs, 3 hearts. I think I'm just going to discard these 2 diamonds, see if we get a club or a heart. We did get a heart. There we go. But that's only 22,000. That'll get us there. Right? That'll get us there. It's got a 3 in it, so yeah, 50,000 almost. That's good enough. Cash out another $5. We got a Celestial pack. Let's see what we get. We got flushes. Yes, we need flushes. We also have straights, right? I need flushes. I've been playing them way more. Yeah, straights are already pretty high. I need flushes. Straights are high because we skipped that round that upgraded straights by 3 levels, which was awesome. Alright, so now we got those. What's this? Select 2 cards to get 30 extra chips. I don't really care about that. I want to keep at 21. That'll give me a bigger bonus if we win this next blind. Then we've just got that. Oh! Only 1 hand type in that round. So that's one that I've beaten multiple times, but at 70,000 with my jokers, that might be a tough run. So let's see. Here we go. All right, well, we got a flush to start. Let's go there. I'm gonna save that guy for the last round. We might need it. There we go. Got 4s and 2s in the Fibonacci's. 30,000. All right. Now we got hearts. Fibonacci will play with the ace and the 2. All right. Okay. Let's go there. That should get us the rest of the way in this hand. We should be done with this ante now, or this blind, rather. Cool. Mostly hoping for basic programming live stream, or Friday play. Yeah, I might be willing to buy that for them. We're at 28 viewers, 99, 837. I see some Power Driven says 836, but I see 837 right up here. I don't know, but that looks accurate to me, and I'm happy, so I'm gonna take it. We're one closer. What is that? Now we got 163 to get there. It just rolled up. There we go. We like that. All right. I don't think any of these are going to help me. Well, we turn that guy into a steel card and keep him there. I don't care about pair, but I just went below 30. Well, it's 25 is the max anyway on the amount we can earn at the end. So let's go ahead and buy and use. Just upgrade our pair for no reason. I'll up upgrading as much as we can. Alright, so one hand type, so whatever we play for the very first hand, we can only play that hand type for the rest of this round, and any other hands that we play will not count for a score. Ooh, 38! 838! Nice. Alright, well we got our flush, and we got 3 cards towards the next flush. It's part of the SNK 40th anniversary. Yeah, damn it. And Jason just gave me 20 bucks. Well, so he gave it to GenXGrownUp. Oh, Jason sent $30. You know, all right, Jason, that money is coming out of my pocket. The money you sent is going to GenXGrownUp, but you know what? It's worth it. Jason, you're fucking awesome. We're buying that. I'm going to play it after I play the Anna game because that was already sent to me. So let's go ahead and finish this up here. And then I'll go purchase the SNK 50. Oh, there we go. We got our next flush. And see how it tells you, hand will not score. When I click that, oh, now it's fine because it's a flush. Let's see, that got us to 26,000. This has got an ace in it, so that should get us a little bit further. And let's go ahead and get rid of a card. How many? Spades are what we have the most of right now. So let's get rid of the club, because we're likely not going to use it. I'm using that as a throwaway card. It won't count in the score for those who haven't played Balatro. Only these 4 cards will score, but it gives me an extra card that gets drawn, which is helpful. So I might get a couple of diamonds that way, or 3 spades. We'll see. Here we go. Ooh, we're real close. I think we're definitely going to get there. I can only play flushes, though. So I got to go after spades or diamonds. I got 3 discards to get one of those. There we go. We got a diamond. We're in. That should get us out of this hand. Ooh, Kung Meng Special Edition Rotary Arcade Controller works with SNK Collection. Wow, cool. All right, ante 8. This is the final ante. I believe I have to complete these 3 rounds in order to complete the whole thing. Let's buy our Celestial packs real quick. Flushy, flushy, flushy. Get to upgrade flushes twice now because of that voucher we have. That's awesome. We still got a couple of enhancement cards, which could be very useful to us in the next round, or in the final round of this one. I don't care about any of these guys. Just go ahead and upgrade our pair. Who knows why. Next round. Alright, 100,000. All cards debuffed until 1 Joker is sold. Well, screw you, Verdant Leaf. That really hurts. Damn it, damn it, damn it. Damn it, damn it, damn it. Damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it. Jason, played Balatro for about a week, showed up on Game Pass. I like poker, but spend most of my time playing RPGs. Yeah, that's fair. Alright. Well, I guess I'll have to sell Fibonacci when I get there. Yeah. So we're going to need to make... Boy, I hate selling Fibonacci, but this guy has 10 plus on the mult. You know what? No, I'm going to sell Erosion, because I'm never going to go below 52 cards in my deck. So, yeah, I'm going to sell Erosion. And then what I'll do is I'll use one of these before we get to that round so I can have a shot at opening up an arcane card that will give me a Joker. Alright, so let's just go. Do we want to skip all the blinds and just say fuck it and go to the last one? What are your thoughts about the Game Pass Activision announcement? Well, I'm happy that they're doing it. It's an added feature to something if you already own it. So I think it's awesome. I have heard a lot of people complain in the comments about that the games don't stream well. So I guess we'll have to see how that plays out over time. Rerolls next stop at 0. That could be beneficial. $1 for a plate. Yeah, that gives me an extra $27. Skipping that one. You know what? We're doing it. We're just skipping through and seeing if we beat it. Oh shit! I gotta. Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot. I gotta sell a Joker. Now all my cards are debuffed. All right. Let's see. Jason says Caesar 2 is basically unplayable on the Retro Classics. Oh, Cat! Hey, Cat! How you doing? Gonna be seeing you in a few weeks. SFGE. I was talking about that earlier because we saw MC Murr. He's gonna be at SFGE. If you're in or around the Atlanta area on, I think it's the 19th or 20th of June, absolutely stop by SFGE. It's at the Waverly Renaissance Hotel. It's a fairly affordable priced free play convention. So arcade and pinball all over the place, plus a whole bunch of stuff. And GenXGrownUp will be there hosting 2 panels so far, plus our meet and greet that we'll do. Getting all that stuff organized now. Going to be a blast. Hope to see you guys there. Let's see. All right, let's go ahead and play our flush and let's enhance. All right, let's enhance. Well, first, here, I gotta do this and this. Use. Yeah, you guys are enhanced. Oh, it took away the wild card. Forgot about that. All right, let's take you and use you, turn you into steel. So as long as this card is in my hand, I'll get another times 1.5 mult on every hand I play. All right, here we go. Oh, we need everything we can get right now. Let's see. Ooh! I think we're going to beat it, folks. I think we're going to beat it. Look at that. 88,000 on that one hand. Go ahead and play our next diamond flush here. See if that doesn't put us over the top. Boom. Done. We won. Yay! Alright, ladies and gentlemen. There you go. We beat Balatro on this red level of this deck. The little Stargazer deck or whatever it's called. Thank you guys so much. Yay! Alright, where are we at? We're at 839. A couple more have gone up. Nice. Power Driven just said, don't forget to join us on Discord up there. That's cool. Alright, let me hit main menu. And while I'm doing that, I'm going to go ahead and put on welcome. We'll be right back so I can go get some of these other games set up for you guys. Hold on for me. Alright, I'm back. Can you guys see me? Hopefully you can. I've got Lynn installed and ready to play. Let me get my little chat window up here so I can see you guys talking when you start. Let's see, we still got 28 viewers, so not that many people left. And we went up to 841 while I was away. Boy, people really don't want me to be on the live stream. They're subscribing while I'm gone. Power driven, yes, you can see me. Good. Right now, I don't. I heard some audio when I first started the game, so if it messes up, we'll restart it. But so I forgot who it was that suggested the game. I know there was 2 or 3 people in the chat that did, but I've never played, so I'm guessing I should play campaign first. You see 35 viewers. If you refresh that, it might be down to 28. Jason Trudeau, welcome to devoted GenXGrownUp fan. Did you just become a member, Jason? That's awesome. Thank you so much. John F., great to see me. Thank you, John F. I appreciate it. Great to see you too, in the chat at least. All right. So I know for Jason, I'm going to be playing the SNK thing later on. I've got my controller right here. That's what I'm going to be playing this with. It's a cute little game. Has arcade vibes for sure. Crap, didn't change it. Well, it says 25 for me now, so I don't know what's going on. But anyway, so right now you guys can see where I'm at. So let's just click this and see what happens. Okay, there's the sound. So hopefully you guys can hear that. All right. If the game is too loud, let me know, and I can dial it back a little bit. Oh, okay. Well, she's gonna run and get some coins. Beak. Okay. All right, Anna. Let's go. Oh my goodness. And there were no real instructions, so I'm just gonna be playing like I would in an arcade. Okay, so she can jump and he went. Oh, he can go up there, and he can climb on the little purple things. Oh my goodness. Okay, am I gonna? Oh, there's a door. Okay, it wasn't letting me move. What did I do wrong? I've got my controller hooked up. Wow. Am I doing? Oh, I didn't have the screen activated. My fault. I'm so stupid. Let's see if this works better this time. There we go. Goodness. He's just chasing. I guess, can I go in those somehow? Oh, well, he did. I guess, I don't know. Maybe I can't use those doors? Well, that sucks. Push start to continue. Press jump to skip. There we go. I continued. So I guess a lot of this is just me avoiding them. I don't know what those little red... Oh, good lord, they're everywhere! This is not a fun game! Who said this was a fun game? I don't know what that did. I got a cupcake there. Oh, good lord. Oh, Jesus. Okay, Balatro was a lot more calm! Ah! Son of a biscuit eater! Oh, Kung Meng is gone. He's gone. Oh. Boy, this is not a fun game. I don't know what the little diamond things do, but I hear a weird noise. I don't like that they can run on the places I can't. Oh, that lets me kick them. You know, there should be a visual to that, like I should flash or something to let me know I can hit them when that sound is playing. I like the music. Good Lord, I'm trapped. At least I can jump over them, even though I'm bouncing my head. Oh! Almost as good as John in Tormentor. Oh, well, power driven certainly. Oh, good Lord, there's another one. I guess I have to collect all of these. There, I got all the little gold coins. I see at the top of that, that's how many I have left to collect. That's counting down. Okay, I understand that part. Good Lord. Oh, Jesus. God, son of a bitch! They're everywhere! I don't think it's fair that I don't get to use the doors. You know what? I want to continue. I want to keep playing. I'm in round 2. Boy, this is a tough game. This is like that Dodo game that John made me play like a year or 2 ago. Oh, good Lord. Okay, you guys suck. Y'all leave Anna Lynn alone. Oh, that was like the little cherry in Pac-Man. I see the Pac-Man references, like eating dots and whatnot. Oh, Jesus. Ah! Damn it. Ah! I like this game, though. This is so maddening, but I like this game. This may be my new favorite game for this year right now. Oh, they turn blue like ghosts, I guess, a little bit. Okay, their color does change. At least that's one visual. I think her color should change. Oh. Pac-Man on crack, yes. 100%. Somebody said it also had a dig dub vibe. I haven't figured out the dig dub part of this yet. You go away. And I think when you kick them, they should go away forever. You get points for kicking them. That's nice. I got one more diamond left. Somebody's got to help me find it. Where the hell is this other diamond? Does anybody else see it? Shit! Mo and I should play Bread and Fred. Is that the 2 penguins? John and I played that just for fun the other day. That was a blast. I want to play more. I want to find that last little pill that I have to eat, that gold piece. Where is it? Where the fuck is it? I don't see it. It was just that? The little heart counts? Oh, okay. I guess the hearts count too. I thought they were just power pellets, but okay. I guess like in Pac-Man, the power pellets count. Oh, good Lord. At least you're a little bit faster than the creatures. I just increased my volume accidentally. I'm sorry if that messed up, but I can't stop because I'm trying to do this thing. There. All you little ghosts are gone, bitches. Oh, there's a head. Oh. I increased the volume again, sorry. I don't know what I'm hitting. Oh. I don't know what I'm hitting that's increasing my sound. There we go. Alright, completed another level. We completed the fried egg level. Oh, we get an animation. This little head. That's funny. Boy, this is a cute little game. Tough, but it's cute. Oh my goodness. Oh, he's looking at me and now he's jumping down, you little jerk. Oh, there's the Donkey Kong Jr. vibe. Oh, that's freaking awesome. Oh my god. Why has John not shown this to me or played this? Oh, I wasn't paying attention. I was looking at coins and not looking at my person. Oh, this is so much fun. There. See if they... Doesn't look like they can climb. Look at his little hand, at her little hand. That's funny. Go kick all you out, motherfuckers. Yeah, this is not a PG live stream. Damn it! My volume keeps increasing. Sorry, give me just a second. I gotta drop this back down. Go back here. Almost lost it. Oh, I'm loving this game. This is a great suggestion. If anybody is still in the stream who suggested it, thank you so much for this. Oh! Oh! Ah! Oh, he fell on top of me. Oh my good lord. I know it's taking my time, but there's no time to take with these creatures. They're everywhere because of those goddamn doors. Yeah, I can't go into the doors at all. I like how she kicks him. That's a cute animation. At least there's some places that are safe, it looks like. I guess they can't jump. That's good to know. Boy, they're coming out of that little... Oh, damn it. Ah. I need to get up to that one. I've still got one more coin. It's that one that's down there. Now they're all just going to come out of that door right there as they fall into other doors. So I've got to time it. Whew. Man. All right. I had to pause for a second. I was drinking a soda. This is a fun game. Holy shit, this is a fun game. Oh, come here, fuckers. You go running. You got kicks to take. It's so intuitive, at least for some parts. I mean, because it is very much like Pac-Man, Donkey Kong, or Donkey Kong Jr., I should say. Oh! Because he could come across. I see the bridge there. Oh my goodness. This is fun. Alright. I'm going to put this on pause, let this timer run out. Oh, look at that. I didn't get to the high score, but that's fun. That's fun. I got fourth. Oh, look at this. Initials. Yay, initials. GXG in fourth place, round 5. Boy, those people got some high scores for not going in any rounds. Anna Lynn. It'll be nice to see if it saves that score. Holy shit. So, Michael, this is Anna Lynn, as it says right there in the... nope, the other way. It says right there in the middle of the screen. Power Driven found it on Steam. It was $5, apparently, and he gifted it to me so I could play it here because it was a request that somebody had made earlier in the comments about an hour ago. So, 842. Oh no! I said 842 and it scrolled down to 841. Oh my goodness. Oh no. My little live stream chat thing just died on me, but that's fine. I've got it over here in the application, which it's working really well in there. Yeah, Power Driven, you're kind of an ass, but man, that's a fun game. That's a fun game. I'm absolutely going to be playing more of that. All right, Jason gifted GenXGrownUp $30 for me to go and play SNK 40th anniversary, I think it was. I know nothing about it. I'm going to go ahead and put this over to the pause screen for just a second. You guys will hear some of that cool music from Beefy. That is our original theme song that we got. My goodness, that must have been month 1 or month 2 that we got the rights to do that in. Anyway, great story. It's one of the podcast episodes we told the story. But, yeah. Sorry, burping right there because I'm drinking some soda. I'm going to go get SNK 40th set up, and we're going to play Crystalis, which I have never played before. So, look forward to more cussing. I'll be right back. Thank you, guys. Alright guys, we are back. We've got SNK 40th up on the screen. So this is Digital Eclipse. This is another one of those like digital things like Atari 50, but this is for SNK. I didn't even know about this thing. It was not on my radar, but here we go. We got the arcade, we got the museum, which has art galleries and whatnot. I don't know if this is as in-depth as Atari 50 is, but it's definitely the same interface style. I agree, Power Driven. Love Digital Eclipse. They're some of our favorite producers right now, especially for these collection systems. They're doing a great job with that. So, all right, here's what we have. Alpha Mission, and it shows you some of the visuals as it goes in. We've got, what is this? A Terra, I guess? That's kind of cool. Now, somebody correct me. Jason, is this SNK, is this all Nintendo stuff, essentially? Maybe that's why I don't know a lot of these, because I didn't play a lot of Nintendo when I was younger, because I went from the 2600 to the Commodore 64 into PCs. Let's see, what we got. Beast Busters. We've got Bermuda Triangle. Okay. Chopper. And there's Crystalis, which we've got a little guy with a sword and some creatures. Okay, so RPG. I gotcha. Okay. Jason, this is my favorite game of all time, even better than Morrowind. If you have any questions, just let me know. I have tons of questions. Steve, did the stream go down? I don't think so. George, don't forget about the Odyssey 2. Yes, I did have an Odyssey 2. Thank you, Jeremiah. Any preview on Bit by Bit? I actually have not even started on Bit by Bit. I'm going to have to build it out tomorrow. I do have some articles on my list to put in there, but I haven't looked at the most recent stuff today, so no preview yet. Most of it's arcade, only Crystalis is NES. Okay. Game is not appreciated. It's amazing NES game, Tolbat says. Okay. And we're back up to 841. I saw it go down to 840. Now it's back up to 841. We were at 842. Guys, if you're unsubscribing, please don't do that. You're giving me heart attacks and you're making me feel some kind of bad way. All right, let's go ahead and select this game. We're gonna play a new game, and I guess I'm gonna play this with my Xbox controller here. I don't know. You guys said it was NES, so that's what I'm gonna try. Savage War engulfs the world. Civilization is destroyed. Okay. And evolution had taken place. There's axis shifted. Am I about to play Thundar? Those surviving vowed not to repeat their mistakes of the past and erected a great tower in the sky. Okay. To oppress evil forever. Oh, tower's going to oppress evil. Alright, we got a start and a continue. Well, I can't continue what I haven't played yet. Honestly, this should be on everyone's best NES RPG list. Oh, okay, it stopped. Okay, I guess I gotta wait till it comes back around. I don't know why it went back through this. I'm hoping that my start is Y. Well, I'm pressing Y. I don't know why it's not doing anything right now, but let's I've got an NES controller USB somewhere around here. I can probably plug it in and see if that works. Okay. Y is just switching back and forth. It's... okay. Yeah, Y is just switching back and forth. So is X. Controls. Let's go down here. Alright. Rewind, attack. Choose sub. Move up, down, left, right. And that's it. So it's saying that the A button is supposed to be choose subscreen item. So I should be able to hit that. I don't know why my A button is not working. I don't know if it's a mapping issue or what. I'm really unhappy right now. just keeps going back and forth on this. Don't know. Wow, I can't even get into this. Okay, so I'm sure it's me, because Digital Eclipse does a really good job of their emulation software, so I've got to be doing something. Okay, so you play this on Xbox. I'm playing this on Steam, Jason. Michael wants to know if I've thought of making Bit by Bit a series on Netflix Prime and such. Dude, the Bit by Bit YouTube channel only has like 100 subscribers. Nobody's picking that up for Netflix. Still waiting on an Odyssey 2 Saturday Plays. Yeah, I probably need to get that. Tolbat says start on the controller. Well, I was trying that. It's not doing anything. And the other button on here is just, oh, maybe I'm hitting the wrong thing. Oh, nope. Don't want to do that. No, that's just that's the thing that lets me choose. It is not letting me pick anything, guys. It really isn't. I'm so sorry. I really don't know what to do. I've tried Y about 500 times, Power. You can see it's my Xbox controller. It's connected. Steve, I know you're seeing We'll Be Right Back. Maybe hit a refresh. You might not be live. Can I remap the controller? Let's see. Alright, so it's even skipping over subscreen. I don't know if you can see that. So, it's like the controls are very fidgety on this thing. Is that player? Okay. So player 1, player 2. Alright, LB is a rewind. There's nothing on start and stop. Let's see. If I click subscreen and press that to what? Right? Now, that doesn't let me remap it at all. It just jumped over to the other player. Okay, maybe now. There. Okay, so I made the right shoulder button the subscreen. Choose subscreen item. I'm going to make that my... Well, I hit the right trigger and it gave me that symbol. Alright, let's see if that does anything. So that's there. No, it's not letting me choose. I can go back to the subscreen. Perfect. I am trying to figure this out, guys. This is very, very... sharp screen, filter off, border on. I don't care about any of that. Let's see. Subscreen. So when I press subscreen right now, that just takes me back to that screen that lets me say start or continue. But it's just not press A on the start. It wasn't doing anything. I was pressing A. A's not even one of the controls right now. It's choose subscreen item, which I was doing. That's on player 2. On player 1, it didn't even have that. I'll put it back to A again. There. But it wasn't working. Alright. I'm going to try this one more time because, Jason, you deserve to see this game played. So there's where I get to the screen. Pressing A, nothing. And then it just disappears and goes back into the narrative again. Michael, no, I don't have any merch for Bit by Bit yet. I guess I can put that up on, I can put that little round logo up on Dashery. So if you go to our website, GenXGrownUp.com/merch, click the one that's our original gear. I'll have that up there probably next week or this week later. Try continue. Okay. Yeah, nothing. Not doing anything on continue either. Steve is back. Good to see you, Steve. Oh, goodness. It's a great narrative. I like it, but it's just not doing anything for me. A little pop-up that just came up and said somebody's playing Marvel Rivals. That's my son, guys. I said earlier. He's pretty into that. Yeah, I don't know what to do here. I'm really, really lost. Alright, let me close this game for a second. Yeah, I just want to quit with no save. Let's go to something else. See if anything works, right? Beast Busters. That sounds interesting. New game. I don't know why it says watch. What's the... Oh, good lord. I guess this is a shooting game. Okay, well this one definitely does some stuff. Of course, I don't know what to do from here. I don't know how to insert coins. I got one coin there somehow. Or there's a coin that was already there. Okay. There we go. Hit start for Paul. So I can play a game in the system. I just was having a hard time with that other one. I'm so sorry, Jason. I just spent $30 and couldn't even play the game that you donated all that money for. Okay. Oh, there we go. Oh, I took a screenshot apparently while I'm shooting things. This is a cute little game. I'll give it credit. It's a cute little shooter. Some neat sprites. Well, I'll say this. Digital Eclipse is, in my books, good for making their emulation stuff easy and intuitive to play. At least on the Atari ones that I've done. It's just not working for me here. Now, that could be my fault. Because my operating system has been having all kinds of problems. I talked about it earlier in the stream. Yeah, zombies with guns. That's never fun. Oh, good lord. Now their zombies are throwing... Jesus. Okay. So we're done with that. That's not what we came here to play. Let's quit this game. Don't need a save. Alright, let's go back to Crystalis. I don't know why watch is there. Like you could just watch it playing itself or something? You'll pre-order? Well... I wish you could, but I don't think we can pre-order stuff. Oh, I did hit... Look, it's a little play. You can watch the game being played, guys, in this anniversary collection that Digital Eclipse did. Look, somebody's going to play the whole game. It was an hour and 51. We'll just sit there and let this play for a little while. Oh. Jason says, try pressing B on the start button. The game does have a weird interface even back in 1990. So maybe it's not Digital Eclipse's implementation. Maybe it's the game itself is just weird. So see, now look, if you hit start, this is apparently what should come up next. Yeah, I have all that stuff mapped, Kevin, in my Steam account. Every other thing has worked fine. It's just this particular game right now. And granted, this is inside an emulation package that Digital Eclipse created, so it's kind of like a MAME interface or something like that, if you want to think of it in that term. Jason says, watch this. This is the game. Alright. Once evil emerged. Oh, I missed that. Sorry. Ooh. Program. 256 functional. System 1024 functional. Condition green. So in the future they have computers and swords, and it's sword and sorcery and computers. Life force. Alright. Is that the little... Is that your avatar, your little character coming out? Kind of looks like it would be. Hey, there's a guy coming out of the cave! It's Jesus! This is the village of Leaf. They're a great danger. Oh boy, that was fast. I didn't even get to read all that. Oh. So you can go in there and sleep in an inn if you have money, I suppose. I don't have any money. Okay. So you're just wandering around. This is cute. Steve says, been a long time since he saw this. Hey, Spade is in here. Good to see you, Spade. That is my son, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not even playing, Michael. This is just me watching a game because I couldn't get the interface figured out. Thank you for taking a break from Marvel Rivals. I guess Michael's team that he's on, they must be taking a little bit of a break. Or he's doing both at the same time. He's multifunctional like that. You can see the little counter down there. We're not going to watch this whole thing, guys, but we're going to let it play for a little while because why not? We're on a live stream trying to get to 100,000 subscribers. We're at 843. We've been hovering around. It goes up, it goes down. Be nice if we could at least get to 850 tonight. Good Lord, that would be awesome if we could do that. John Barger, heading to bed, looking forward to 100K. Alright, John. Before you leave, John, you got to give us a crazy reason why you're heading out. You can't just do, I'm going to bed. It's got to be something crazy like King Kong just climbed up and tore the couch out of my living room and I need to go buy a new one. Something like that. I've never been called Mini George. I don't know how I feel about that. Yeah, probably not. Not the most appreciative. Alright, I'm looking here on my phone. Now my phone shows a different number. So that number should be changing, I think, in a little while. We'll see. I know that live stream is a little bit behind what we see in the back end. So, we'll see. So Michael wants to know how we all became Funko Pop figures. So somebody, and I can't remember who, on our Discord server joined in, and they are an outstanding artist, and they work in the Funko medium of art style. And so they sent over some initial drawings of the three of us as Funko Pops. And we talked with that person for a little while, and we sent them some things that we would like our little Funko Pops to hold. And so I think I chose a baseball bat and a comic book as my things. And we sent that over, and he came back and sent us the final drawings, and they're awesome. And we have them loaded up on our merch store. You can buy t-shirts or hats or whatever else with them on it. And we have stickers that we give out when we're at conventions and whatnot to people who are members and come to see us. So, yeah, it's been a blast. We are trying to work with Funko to maybe get them created. They have a thing on their website where you can create your own Funko Pops, but the customization part is not as detailed as what we have in the images we have right now. So, that's something I'm still working on. Jason, I'm a 1974 Gen X. This game came out when I was 16. Still play it to this day. Jason, I'm glad you found this game. It's great to hear the love stories about video games. You guys have heard mine about Galaga and Dragon's Lair multiple times if you've been with the channel for a little while, but I love to hear these stories. Let's see, John Barger. I just hit a high score at the local video game. A crappy old man asked me to get in his minivan, so John's got to go get in the minivan. That's brilliant, John. All right, buddy, we'll see you. BC, hey George, what are your favorite retro systems to play? Well, alright, so anything that's arcade, I'm going to be playing that before I play anything else. 80 through 85, 89 probably. No, even up into the 90s. I'm going to be playing arcade just about any chance I get. That's my favorite. Although right now, tied with that is pinball. But I know you're talking about home systems probably is what you're looking for mostly. So 2600 of course is where my heart is. That's what I started with and that's what I love. After that, I really enjoy Nintendo, the NES, but I'm just getting into it because I missed that whole thing. I was a few years older than Jason was, so I was already out of high school and working at that point, and Nintendo just, it wasn't really a thing. I think I was out of high school. No, wait, Nintendo came out in 85. I don't know how I missed it. I would have been 14. I should have been right in the marketplace for that. But yeah, I only checked out a few systems like at Blockbuster and played like All-Star Wrestling and a few other things like that. But I never owned the system, so that's why I didn't get into it as much. Odyssey 2, loved that system. I've told the story before how my father won that as a prize for selling so many sodas in the district area at his grocery store. What else? Then, really, when it comes to consoles, I got into the Xbox 360 was kind of the next console, and I loved that system. That was a lot of fun for both me and my family. We did have, I guess before that I had a Nintendo 64, and I had a GameCube. But we kind of just really played family games on those, except for I did play 007 GoldenEye, like everybody did. So that's a long way of answering your question, BC, but yeah, I guess 2600 console would be my first go-to. Michael says he would definitely buy a case of each of us. I'm assuming you mean of the Funko Pops. Christopher Mendez, how are you doing? I'm doing great, Christopher. Thank you for answering. We are desperately trying to get to the next level of our subscriber journey. We're trying to get to 100,000. Now, I know up on the screen, up above me right here, it says 843. On the back end, I'll just let you guys know, I see 844, so I don't know why that hasn't changed. It should have changed by now, but anyway, we'll see if it ever does. We've seen it working tonight, so we know it does work. Let me just click that little button to make sure. Oh, maybe I just needed to activate it again. There it goes, 844. Alrighty. Let's see. Dave wants to know what we're playing. If you're talking about what's on screen right now, I'm not actually playing this. This is just a live, or not live, sorry. This is a recorded feed inside the SNK 40th Anniversary Edition from Digital Eclipse of a game called Crystalis, which was recommended to us by Jason, who donated $30 to GenXGrownUp through this live stream just to get his favorite game up on the stream, and we're watching it being played. I tried to play it myself. I would have done a crappier job, and the controls for some reason weren't working. So that's what we're playing, Dave. 99844 Power Driven says, I need to get John some mystery jelly beans. Michael says, you know, we need to get back to doing some of that stuff. I've got some of the sour candies here in the drawer that if somebody wanted to see my reaction to eating sour powder candy, I'd probably be willing to do it for $5 or $10 for you guys, because I hate sour. As much as some people hate spicy food, that's how much I hate sour. Really bad. Steve says, I think I have Shadowrun as part of that Genesis collection on his Switch. Okay. So now I'm going to talk about Shadowrun for the next 30 minutes or so while this RPG is playing in the background, guys. So Shadowrun came to me in middle school, I think. Either at the end of middle school or beginning of high school. I was moderately into Dungeons & Dragons, had a small group of friends in middle school that loved it, and I played with them. But I was also very much of an athlete, so I was playing a lot of baseball, a lot of football, some basketball. And so that took up the majority of my time between that and working at our family grocery store. So I didn't have a lot of time for Dungeons & Dragons. But somebody gave me, or I found it somewhere, a book for that original Shadowrun's Player's Guide, and I still have it to this day on my shelf. I never found a group to play that game with, the RPG book, you know, like Dungeons & Dragons. I never found a group to play that with, and I desperately tried for years in my late teens, early 20s, because I loved that story, that world that was built in that Player's Guide so much. It is such a fun world to play in. And it was cyberpunk stuff long before I'd ever even heard of the term. People jacking into computers with plugs in their heads and street samurai running around the place. Oh, I so wanted to be in that game. And I know there's been video game adaptations of it since, to different levels of success or not. I would love to see a Shadowrun TV show, since we're seeing all these video games turned into TV shows these days, and some of them pretty successfully, like Fallout and Last of Us. I would be so into a TV show or movie in the Shadowrun world if it was done right. Jason says it's amazing on SNES and Genesis. Wow, okay. Ultra Stacks, favorite cartoon growing up? Boy, that's a loaded question. I mean, depends on what age range you catch me at for that question. Younger, obviously, you're going to be talking about Tom and Jerry, along with some Bugs Bunny. I enjoyed both of them. Get a little bit older, you're going to be into the Thundercats and He-Man era, but I think in that era, my favorite probably is Thundar. Really liked Thundar. Silverhawks, also very good. Love that a lot. Let's see. Speed Racer. When I was really young, I got really into Speed Racer. I found a little Matchbox car that was very close to the Mach 5, and really enjoyed that series. I have a lot of these on my Plex server now, which is really cool. Jason. Johnny Mnemonic is the closest to Shadowrun on film. I enjoyed Keanu Reeves. It's pretty good. Matter of fact, just came out recently, I think this year, there is a John Wick documentary that just came out, a little bit preemptive for the new Ballerina movie that's coming out later this year. And boy, let me tell you, that documentary I just watched is 2 hours. It is brilliant. If you're a John Wick fan or a Keanu Reeves fan, go watch that documentary. Ookla is the best character. Yeah, Ookla's pretty damn cool. I mean, I know some of my friends called him Kmart Chewbacca back in the day, but I loved Ookla. Oh my goodness. Let's see, did you ever like Battle of the Planets G-Force? You know, I don't think I saw that. I can't say that I did. Sounds interesting though. Tell me a little bit about what it's about, Arrow. Yes, Ultra Stacks Thundar is underrated, I agree. Power Driven's amped up for Ballerina. Yeah, I am too. Keanu's involved, obviously. And that documentary talks a lot about his work ethic. I didn't realize that some bitch is 60 years old doing that shit. And he does 90% of his own fight work and choreography in those movies. If right now, I was an athlete. I was a pro-level athlete. I was drafted to play for the Pirates in like '87 for Pittsburgh Pirates baseball. If you right now, try to reconnect the controller. Well, it recognized that my controller wasn't connected. There we go. Sorry about that. If you told me to go out and do some of the shit that he was doing in his 50s, because, you know, they shot some of those films a few years ago, so he wasn't 60 yet, I would be broken. And that man was still doing it. in his 50s. And still, you know, here it is, he's 60 now, and this ballerina film that he's in is about to be released. Crazy. Power Driven, Mask or Spiral Zone for cartoons? I think I saw Mask. I don't know Spiral Zone. Mask was the one where all the G.I. Joe type of guys, they had masks on, and they were, I want to say it was very robotic a little bit. I don't think I remember it. I think I remember the title more than the cartoon. Oh my goodness gracious. Alright, we're still at 8:44. Somebody go create some accounts and go jump us up on the... Oh, and the special cars. Those were part of Mask? I think I kind of remember that. My goodness gracious here. Still getting emails thanking me for my Steam purchase of this game. Get rid of those real quick. Oh my goodness. Similar style to Speed Racer, brought over from Japan. Special force of teenagers with special powers to protect the galaxy from evil Zoltar. Boy, Zoltar, that name gets used in everything, doesn't it? That's a crazy name. That gets used in everything. That sounds interesting. I might have to see if I can look that up in the public domain and see if I can grab that for my Plex server. What was that called? Let's see. Where was that? Battle of the Planets G-Force. Okay. See if I can grab that arrow. Jason wants to talk about Jason the Wheeled Warriors for the win. That sounds interesting. Wheeled Warriors? Alright, gives me a Mad Max kind of vibe. Oh, Power Driven says the cars changed into war machines. I think you're still talking about mass there. Spiral Zone is always called Zone Raiders. Crazy innovative storyline concept. Okay. Zone Raiders, Spiral Zone. Wait, G-Force Voltron? I know Voltron. That doesn't sound anything like... I mean, Voltron was nothing like Speed Racer. Was G-Force Voltron? Okay, alright. Two different things. Alright. Good to know. Sorry. Oh, click the wrong thing. Give me just a second there. When I click off that screen, it just freezes and pauses because it's a video that's playing inside this Digital Eclipse SNK 40th anniversary emulation setup from Steam. By the way, guys, anything from Digital Eclipse, I know I'm having problems getting the game to play myself right now, but don't put too much emphasis on that. Digital Eclipse are right now the masters of these compilation systems of games. That Atari 50 collection, even with the updates, it's still awesome. Oh my goodness. We still got 30 viewers out here, guys. We've been streaming for 2 hours now. This is like John territory. John is the only one who's been able to do 2 hours worth of live streams. Of course, I've taken a break or two here and there, but I kind of want to go back to that that game we were playing a little while ago, that arcade game. What was that called? Anna Lynn. Yeah. Boy, that's a fun game. That's got to be named after somebody's daughter, wife, or mother, girlfriend, something like that. But that's awesome. This is part of the game, the AI is grinding. Okay. John F's going to check out both of the cartoons, I guess, that we were talking about. Michael, why does Speed Racer have an M on his helmet and shirt? That's got to stand for the Mach 5, right? That's part of his race crew? So the Mach 5 was the car? I'm sure that's got to be the logo for that, right? I went back like a year ago and watched episode 1. I think we were talking about it on a podcast or something. About cartoons we loved when we were growing up, maybe. But I guess I think that's what it's for. I like the music in this. A little bit mappy, but fun. So, I don't know how many of you guys know, we just had, like a week or so ago, the 8th anniversary of the YouTube channel. So, yeah, this YouTube channel has been out for 8 years, 2017, when we got our start. I remember, I'll tell this story. I've told it probably more than once, but I'll tell this story now. And John and I, we're getting old, so sometimes we get a little bit confused on the details, but this is my way of remembering it. So I was at a convention. Thank you, Power, for the anniversary. Happy wishes. I was at a convention here in Florida, in Orlando. And the convention is called MegaCon. It's now run by this big corporation that runs a few conventions in Canada and all over the U.S. And it is very large. They are one of those conventions, kind of like a Comic-Con, not quite the same scale of that, but they have tons of celebrity guests there signing autographs, a whole bunch of tables and booths and panels and things of that nature. Anyway, I was in line in front of one of the celebrities to get their autograph, actually for John for his birthday. He was very into a show that this actor was on who happened to be there signing autographs, and I was like, oh, this will make a nice birthday gift for him. I'm standing there in line, and I get a text from John. And John says, hey, I want to start a YouTube channel. And my immediate reaction was, what? And so then he called me, I think, or I called him or anything, and we started talking on the phone while I was in line. And I said, what the fuck do we want to start a YouTube channel for? We're old. YouTube channels are for young people. And he said, well, now, hold on, hear me out. And I'm like, okay. Well, unbeknownst to me, he had already created the channel, started the name. I think maybe he had done a few of the graphics and produced one video. I think that video, if you go back and look, if it's still there, was him building a T800 Lego brick figure. Anyway, so we're talking, I'm like, why do we want to start a YouTube channel? We're old. And Bowie said, hold on, hear me out. Here's what the channel's about. And he gave me the pitch, and then he said, and I've got a name. And I said, all right, what's the name? And he said, GenXGrownUp. And that swung me a little bit, because I, at my heart, am a business and marketing type of guy. And the name GenXGrownUp, you guys see it there at the top. That's one of our new logos that John has just created as part of this whole 100,000 celebration thing. So I said, that's something I can work with. I can sell that to advertisers. That's a good, really, really good name. So that's how I got brought into GenXGrownUp. Like I said, I think he'd only done 1 or 2 videos at that point. I got in, I think, I want to say one of my first videos that I created, if it wasn't a drone video, it was probably the TV One-Hit Wonders video. You guys go back and look in the video, scroll all the way to the end, and you'll see it there. I was so nervous on camera, hated it, scared to death, but it was just my list of TV shows that got 1 season only. Firefly, of course, being the top of that list. Arrow, was YouTube channel or podcast first? YouTube channel was first. Podcast came a little bit later. So let me tell that story real quick. So very early on, it was just John and I doing the channel. He was doing videos, I was doing some stuff here and there on the back end, trying to learn. Because John is a graphical genius. John really knows his design work. That's where he's great at. I'm like 20% of what he can do. Anyway, so we were going along, and then John talked to me a little bit about Mo. Now, I knew Mo because John and I had played poker for a long time before John moved to Jacksonville, Florida. And when he moved to Jacksonville, Florida, he kept his tradition going of having a home game, and he started playing with his friends. Mo was one of his work friends, so he got invited. And when I would come over to some events that John would do for like his birthday or things like that, I met Mo during those poker events. So John was telling me, hey, Mo does these movie reviews on his own blog. That might be something that's good for our website. I'm like, yeah, that sounds great. We could do videos of those. That's awesome. So we brought Mo in very early on, like month 1 or month 2 maybe. And so Mo became the 3rd member of GenXGrownUp. And it was maybe a week or 2 after that We were doing a phone call just talking about plans and stuff, and John said, "Hey guys, I want to do a podcast." And originally it was going to be just a 15 or 20 minute podcast that we did every other week. And then he had the idea, before we even recorded the first one, oh, I want to do a podcast every week, but one week will be stuff we're playing and watching and things like that, and the next week will be something where we talk about something from our past that we love, like old video games or old movies or old technology or stuff. That's how the podcast came to be. Both platforms have been pretty successful, at least in my opinion, and we have a blast doing both of them. Great question. Let's see. Here comes boss number 2, Jason says. Okay. I don't know if I missed it already. Sorry. I'm talking too much and not paying attention. Power Driven says he's a magician with this stuff. I think you're talking about John with the graphics. Yes, John is definitely a magician with that. Oh my goodness, we've been stuck on 844 for a while. I'm refreshing my phone. Oh, my phone did change. Let me click this again over here. It's going to pause that video. I apologize, but... Oh, okay, it didn't cycle up on there yet. Maybe we'll see it in a little bit. Let's see. Richard Grounds. Very early on, there was another guy. What happened to him? I saw him on 1 or 2 YouTube videos. Richard, I don't know. There's only ever been the 3 of us. It's only ever been me, John, and Mo. I don't know who you might be talking about there. It's really only been the 3 of us. Huh. If you can maybe describe one of the videos, if you go back, look through our catalog, see if you can find it. Batman said, "Guess who's bat?" Do you mean, guess who's back? Let's see. Christopher, hey George, I just downloaded the Retro Classics, my Xbox Series S. Okay. Alright. You'll have to let us know if it's playable or not. A lot of people are complaining, at least in my bit-by-bit comments. Okay, well, while trying to beat the final boss in Final Fantasy on my NES, the cat ate the controller, so I have to go. And you give me the Garfield logo, the Garfield emoji. Thank you, Steve. Have a good night, buddy. We'll see you later. Oh my goodness gracious. That was a good one. Let's see. Definitely wasn't me. No, it wasn't Power Driven. Power Driven, you've been with us for what, like 2-3 years now, I think? BC, George, I really enjoy your bit-by-bit segment. Keep it up. Thank you, BC. It's a little bit of a struggle. They don't get the views that I'd like some of our other videos do, but I do enjoy at least contributing to the channel. The audio played on the countdown channel of your planning session about the podcast. Thought it very interesting to basically show the beginning to 100K. I love hearing original stories like that. Oh, you heard us talking about how we planned the original podcast start in one of the live stream, on the live stream for the 100K on one of the podcasts we're running over there. That's cool. Okay, so Michael says the his Xbox One has had no problems with the retro collection over there. Okay, so Jason says the 2600 games are playable, but the DOS and Sierra games are not. Even Zork has streaming issues. Wow. You'd think those would be the easiest to stream, with Zork being all text. Huh. Oh, look at this. He's in the snow. Are those purple Yetis he's fighting? That would be cool. Okay. Was he going uphill there? Oh boy. There goes into another cave. Alright. This seems like it would be a fun game, especially if you know what you're doing. And even just learning the interface and everything moving around. I could see why Jason is a big fan of this game. Oh, so I see 845. Oh, my stupid controller disconnected again. If I don't do something with it every now and then, it's going to do that. So there we go. Sorry about that. Buzz Garwood, George, have you guys ever covered the Commodore VIC-20? Used to love Gorf and Lunar Lander. Whew. Covered it in a video? I don't think so. So, in the YouTube channel videos, we don't often cover the consoles like you might see on Retro Collective, which used to be Retro Man Cave. John doesn't do any repair work. It's something that I would like to do because I do like doing that story. I've said do like 20 times there. I enjoy repairing systems, and I can solder and have a mild amount of skills in that area. I'd like to do more of those on the channel, but we just don't cover the consoles that much. We've talked about doing some historical videos. We just haven't gotten around to it because John has the videos that he's producing and he's got his schedule that he's happy with. But yeah, it's probably something we need to add to our repertoire. Getting so close to 100K. So on the screen you see 845. My phone has a different number. So we'll see how long it'll take for that to show up. That live stream counter that's on our back-end analytics section, it doesn't update as fast as some of the other apps. Let's see. Discussed it. If you're talking about the VIC-20, I don't think we have. I don't know that any of us had a VIC-20. I had the 64. John was in the Atari 8-bit realm. I forget what Mo was into, because he's a little bit older than both John and I. I can't remember what systems he had, if any. John F., I don't play games like I used to, but I do appreciate your reporting in bit by bit, giving me a look at what I'm missing. Thank you, John. You know, also, please go check out our website, GenXGrownUp.com. There's a section called Articles, which I'm just posting press releases as I get them that I think are interesting to our community. So I'm not posting every press release I get, but if the game looks like it would be something we would all enjoy, either because it's got a retro vibe or maybe it's a sequel to an old game that was a favorite of ours, I do those press releases on the website, and we could really use a lot more traffic on that website. So appreciate it if you guys go over there. Jason, I played Zelda on NES when it came out in '87, but when this came out 3 years later, it became his favorite game. Do a lot of clue finding and figuring it out. Linear. Okay, yeah. Okay. Very cool. Batman. So you're right. John does review some consoles, but what he's reviewing are new consoles that are coming out, and that is because those consoles are being sent to us by one manufacturer or another. The question was talking about VIC-20, which is obviously a super old console, so we don't do a lot of those historical videos that talk about the history of a console, you know, what its reputation was in the marketplace, how it came to be, those kinds of things. We just haven't done very many of those types of things. BC says he loves it when he sees any Intellivision coverage on GXG. That was his jam. I love Intellivision. Got one sitting in my other room there. It's another one of those things I need to repair and get working. Love Intellivision. Power Driven says, just missed that, George. What website? GenXGrownUp.com. Yeah, there's the 846 number. I see that popping up. I actually have a different number on my phone, so and you guys don't hear me cussing, so you know it's positive. I'd love us to get to at least 850. My goodness, wouldn't that be nice? By the way, if a good God Tank says, greetings, programs. God Tank, I guess you're looking forward to the new Tron sequel that's coming out later this year. I know I am. Although I really wish they would have given me a little bit more of the characters that came out of Tron Legacy, because I really enjoyed Tron Legacy. That was beautiful. Johnny F., I'll check the website. I forgot because I get so locked in the YouTube channel. Yeah, right? Everybody does, and that's where we started, and that's where the majority of our fans are. So the website doesn't get as much traffic. The only thing the website gets traffic for right now is when John does a little interstitial in one of his videos about our merchandise, and he gives the link. and then people will go to GenXGrownUp.com/merch, and that pops up its page. It's part of the web page, and you can get to it from the main page, but people will just go directly to that, click in, and buy some of our designs in our t-shirts, either with Dashery, which is all our original content, which truthfully, guys, you guys are going to pay the same amounts roughly between Teespring and Dashery. They're the same company, but the Dashery side is now something that we have more control over, and it's all our original creations. So anything on Dashery, on that original artwork, that's stuff we've created, and we do get a much better cut of that pie than we get on the Teespring side, which has artwork that other artists have created, because most of that money has to go to those original artists, as it should. We just get a small amount of it because we're the gateway to you finding that artwork. So there you go. God Tank, love anything Tron. Me too, buddy. Got a whole bunch of figures and everything in my other room. Even some of the I don't know if you've seen the Mickey Mouse Tron figures, where they it's like a little miniature Mickey Mouse, but it's in Tron style. It's really cool. John F. just bookmarked it. Thank you, Power Driven, for putting it in there. Appreciate that. Tron Mazatron was something I played all the time before I got NES. Yep. Power Driven. Let's make sure to funnel more back to GHC. We don't have as many designs on that site. We are creating more. We're kind of focused right now on mashing up our name with interesting logo stuff, iconic stuff from our past. So you'll see a Gen X Grown Up matched with a Jurassic Park logo, for instance, or one with a Nintendo logo, for instance, or even what else have I got? Oh, John just created a Galaga one for me the other day, which I love. So yeah, we're creating a whole bunch of that stuff. We've got all our regular logos. That one that you see at the top of the screen will probably be going up on the site soon if John hasn't already put it out there. And those Funko Pop artwork figures are on there, so you could buy some stickers of those if you wanted. You could buy a patch like this one right here, and then get yourself a hat and stick it to it, just like John and I did. That's how we made these hats. Let's see. Glenn just got to go to bed, hoping to see 99.99K flip in the morning. Boy, it'd be nice, Glenn. But before you go, you got to give us a crazy reason for leaving, not just a standard got to go to bed thing. So something along the lines of Indiana Jones just ran through my bedroom dragging a pail of snakes behind him, and I got to go help fill up his bucket, or something like that. There's the 848 that was on my phone. Yep. Let's see if my phone is different. Nope, that's where my phone's at right now. So we're at 848. Michael says, how do you want me to promote bit by bit for you? So Michael, it's a tough question. So you know, some of you may know, I have started a sub-channel called Just Bit by Bit, and that's a channel that only does the bit-by-bit videos. But we still post the videos in the main Gen X Grown Up YouTube channel, because that's where 99% of our subscribers are. The idea behind it was we had been told by multiple creators that YouTube loves you to narrow down on your niche and do only one thing. So the Bit by Bit channel was an experiment to see if those videos could garner an audience. It really so far hasn't done much, unless I post something in the community tab about, hey guys, go check out the Bit by Bit channel. Then it'll get 30 or 40 subscribers. The videos get 20 to 100 views at a time. Not a lot. So promoting the Gen X Grown Up channel is probably the better way to promote Bit by Bit. So just on all your social media platforms, Facebook, X, or Twitter, whatever the hell it's called at this point, anywhere where you have some friends, followers, you know, Reddit, wherever you want to, any promotion like that, just give them a link. GenXGrownUp.com/YouTube, I think, is easy. Or, you know, you can go and copy the address out of your browser bar and copy that over. So, let's see. Glenn just. Indiana Joe just ran through my bedroom carrying buck snakes, so I need to go to bed. Okay. Well, just steal my idea, Glenn. Now I got to come up with a new one when I quit the stream later. All right, buddy. Have a good night. Power Driven enjoys bit by bit. Thank you, Power Driven. Really appreciate that. Oh, somebody's talking about Space Camp. That's one of my favorite movies. I love that one. Let me scroll back through here and see where that came from. I love Space Camp, God Tank. That's a great movie. That was a lot of fun. That's got a young, for those of you who may not remember, that's got a really young Joaquin Phoenix, or however you say his name, the Joker, right now. He's really young in that movie, but he's in there. It's a really fun movie. It's got the guy from Revenge of the Nerds is in that movie. Leah Thompson is, of course, in that movie. Tate Stevens is kind of the lead male in that film. And Tom Skerritt is the guy who's kind of in charge of the NASA education program. Arrow says, I'm taking my church youth group to Space and Rocket Center in Huntsville in a couple of weeks, where Space Camp is at. That's correct. Joaquin Phoenix. I thought that's how I pronounce it, but I tried to say it the other way because I've heard people say it, but Weenie. No, it's not Weenie. You must have had spell check get you there, Batman. Or maybe you didn't. I don't know. Joaquin Phoenix. I actually like him as an actor. He's really talented. I don't know how he is as a person, never met him, but really talented actor. Boy, this game, I've just let it run. You guys want me to start playing something again, just let me know. I'll be happy to jump into another game, but I really feel like I owe Jason. He did such a big donation here in the live stream, $30. He and Miss So, boy, Miss So donated, what was it, like 20 memberships to a bunch of people that weren't YouTube members before, so now they all get to see the videos a day early when John posts them for members only. So Michael says, you're the best host Bit by Bit has. I'm the only host that Bit by Bit has. Yes, it was my idea. Thank you for asking. I was trying to find a way to contribute some videos in an easy fashion for me to produce, because I do have a lot of time responsibilities. I work a full job for the state of Florida every day, plus my wife, some of you may know, she had a stroke about a year and a half ago in November of 2023, a major stroke. She survived, thank God, but it's still a long rehab process for us. She had the worst kind of stroke in the worst part of the brain, and so we're still going through that. She's getting much better. I'm not looking to make this a downer. She is up on her feet. She uses a rollator to walk with no problems, and lately, over the last few weeks, she's been able to walk without the rollator, even outside for almost a third of a mile. So she's definitely coming along. Still got some things to work on with her occupational stuff for her hand and whatnot, but boy, she's a trooper. But I have a lot of time commitments, is what I was trying to say. So Bit by Bit is an easy way for me to contribute to GenXGrownUp, producing a couple of videos a week. Got some early feedback on it that helped me to figure out the format. So, 7 to 9 minute videos is what I try to target, 4 to 6 clips in each video. And it seems like sometimes if I try to find an Atari video that helps the video get a little bit, or an Atari article that helps the video to get a few more views, because YouTube wants us to push Atari, apparently. Let's see. How's Grace doing, by the way? I think I just gave that background. That's outstanding. Yep. I know, Batman, I know a rich guy for help if you'd like. Is that toward me, Batman? And what kind of help? Because, I don't want to get into a Demi Moore situation where I've got to have Robert Redford come to me in the middle of the night or something. Let's see, Michael. God bless her and help her in her recovery. Thank you, Michael. It's very. God bless you as well. Thank you, Michael. It's very sweet. I appreciate that. Yeah, she's doing really well. She's recovering and getting better every day. Don't get me wrong. There are times when she gets frustrated because she's not back to what she was. But she is getting there. She is working 8 hours a day remotely from home like I do. But she's very, very, very strong-willed and determined, and she's going to get there. I believe that. Let's see. John F., my brother's wife. My brother's wife's father worked for NASA. I had so much swag from there in the 70s and 80s. It was fun. You know, Mo is a big NASA fan. He really is. God Tank, thank you for the blessings. Appreciate that. He's so cool. He's Bruce Wayne. He looks handsome. Okay. Okay, yeah, fine. I'm not in the center of the circle. I've been on this live stream for 2.5 hours. I'm going to slouch here and there. This little circle thing came up. Marcus and I and John were testing out a new tool for streaming, and we saw that in one of the little templates they could put our cameras in these little circles, and both of us were like, oh, that looks cool, so I decided to try it here for this live stream, so I made my own. Let's see. At least get the Funko Pop figures made. So technically right now, anybody can go make a Funko Pop figure of themselves or us. There's a whole tool on their website, and you can make it and create it and have it sent to you. It's not too terribly expensive. It's not cheap. I want to say the last time I looked at it, it was like maybe $80 a piece or something like that. And if we made them and created them, well, I can't just sell them for that or less. I've got to sell them for a little bit more because, you know, we got to store them, and, you know, I have to make a little bit of a profit to go into the GenXGrownUp coffers. So we've talked about having those at conventions and stuff. We just haven't pulled the trigger on it yet because their customization isn't quite what we want it to be yet. Arrow, I've always wanted to visit NASA. Hope to come down there this fall to see all things Space Boy. It's a cool place down there, Cape Kennedy, or is it still called Cape Kennedy, right? I think that's what it's still called. I don't know. Who knows? Names get changed all the time these days, it feels like to me. Oh. Power Driven, is it part of OBS, the circle thing? So, yes and no. All of this that you're seeing is part of OBS. The background that you see with the little floaty Tron-like landscape back there, that was a YouTube video that I found that was available for free. And then in PaintShop Pro, I created a black and white ping image, and then I added that ping image to that video background as a filter that had the color black keyed out on it. So in other words, anything that was black in the image would allow stuff to show through it. So that's why you see my camera right here, and you see the 99848 up there in the video game in the middle. All of those three elements are just black areas in that image that are filtered through this video, and I can put things behind it like the game screen or my camera that you can see like looking through a porthole. Power Driven made it to Houston Space Center a couple of years ago. Nice. Michael says allow Michael. What you need from us, Mo John, is the licensing to use your Funko Pop photos. You're talking about you can create them, Michael? Do you work at Funko or something? We can certainly talk offline and figure out some kind of a business thing to make that work. If we can come up with the right numbers, that's always possible. Check your phone number again. Oh, my phone number has gone up a little bit, Arrow. It has. Did you go and create some accounts for us, Arrow? I sure appreciate that. We'll see it here on the little screen in just a little while, I imagine. Probably Cape American. Who knows? I'm not going to get political on the live stream. We've stayed away from all that stuff here at GenXGrownUp. We do our best. We actually had somebody get mad at us one time from a podcast episode, said we were too political. I was like, really? We were? We do everything we can just to be normal, happy guys and stay away from it. Anyway. But yeah, Kind of hope it stays Kate Kennedy. La 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 la. Yes, definitely got some new numbers. That live stream graphic there, I don't know how long it'll take for it to upload. Last time it seemed like it took like 10 minutes. Let me click. When I do that, recognize that my little video there is going to stop, so. Okay, didn't change, so that's still active, that's fine. Oh, right, I did want to see that number tonight. I did talk about wanting to get to at least 850. Oh my goodness. Congrats everyone from Dave S. Thank you, Dave. We're getting so close. Look at that. Less than 100 and, well, I see less than 150 on my phone right now. You guys don't see it on the screen, but trust me, it's less than 150 at this point. We typically get between 190 and 210 per day over the last like 7 days or so. So I'm betting that because we're almost at the end of the day now. And by the way, YouTube doesn't finish its day until 3 a.m. our time. So numbers count up until 3 a.m. our time. So there may be a bump. We typically see between midnight and 3 a.m. we see like another 100 added to our number. So when we often go to sleep, we haven't seen the number. When John and I wake up the next morning and check our phones, we see, you know, an extra 100 or 20 or so. Yes, John, I do play Utopia. I was actually planning on playing that later, but then people bought me games, and so I felt obligated to show and play them. We could do that. Power, it'd be awesome to wake up to in the morning. Yeah, it would. I honestly think we probably won't see that number until mid-morning or maybe early afternoon. That's when I think we'll hit it. I'm hoping for early afternoon if we don't see it tonight. And the reason why I'm hoping for early afternoon is because John plans on doing a stream whenever that happens, and if it's early afternoon, I could theoretically be a part of that while I'm working. I can't do it in the morning because I do have to take my wife to therapy session tomorrow morning. Let's see. During the podcast edit would be awesome. So Power, I don't know if John's going to do a podcast edit. And I'll say that because we have a contract out right now to a company to do some work for them. And in order to fulfill that contract, if they sign the proposal that we've sent over, which we should hear about this coming week, we did some pre-records for some rewinds. I don't know if John typically edits those on Twitch or not, but yeah, I don't know what his plans are for tomorrow. I know he's also been creating a lot of video content for the 100K and celebration, and so he's been working hard on that stuff too. Well, those numbers are going up a little bit. I think we're getting to our late night number fest. This is when we start to get some extra numbers. Oh, I just got an email from 1-800-Flowers. I didn't even know they were still in business. Guys, don't forget, if you want to keep sharing the camaraderie, YouTube live streams are not the only way. Head over to GenXGrownUp.com/Discord and join the community. There's a lot of fun people over there, a lot of great posts, a lot of discussions. Everything's positive. We make sure to keep it that way. If anybody starts getting negative, then we speak with them and set them on the GenXGrownUp path of everybody love everybody. ELE. If you know where that reference is from, put it in the comments down below. Love to see all three of you guys live together on a live stream, John F. says. We've done that, playing some games in the early days. We played a Scorched Earth type of game, tank battling game. We did that a few times. I think we might have done a Ticket to Ride live stream back in the early days. And there's a new game that I just got some keys for us that's coming out. It's a horror survival game that we might try something like that on. So yeah, a lot of possibilities for that. But Yeah, we're all three very pleased and happy and thankful for all the support you guys have done. Twin Cop. John and I did a live stream when I went over to his house in Jacksonville and played some Twin Cop. The guys over at Finite Reflections, Kardik, that was a guy I met early on, the very first time we went to SFGE, John and I. And we found Twin Cop there, and we loved it, and we have been a huge supporter of that group for a long time. They produce some great games. Void Souls is a game that I plan on doing a live stream on. Now that I've got this back up and running, I'll probably have to do that soon, and I'm going to try and get Kardik to join me in that stream. But yeah, Twin Cop is an absolute blast. Oh, TD Mills, how much background data do you get on subscribers? So we can get quite a bit. A lot of it is up to the individuals though, because of course you can change privacy settings. So for instance, when you click subscribe on a YouTube channel, you have the ability to allow them to see your name and they'll get an email about it and whatnot. Oh, the counter went up to 851. I have a higher number in my phone, but that's awesome. But we get a lot of demographics based on things like gender, age, race, location, things of that nature. And I use that a lot with our marketing efforts when we're talking with companies because they want to know, you know, who are the majority of our subscribers and viewers. Let's see. Michael says, want to thank you. The stream went well. Enjoyed chatting with you. Thank you, Michael. I guess if you're heading off, you got to come up with that crazy excuse as to why you have to leave. Don't forget. Batman, why is John the one that reviews all the My Arcade and other products? So John handles 90% of the reviews for products because John does 90% of the videos for the channel. It's that simple. As I've mentioned a few times here in the live stream, I have a full-time 10-hour-a-day job. So does Mo. I am the Backup and Recovery Services Manager for the governmental agencies in the state of Florida, and Mo is a, what do you call it? The people who handle project manager. Thank you. I thank myself for coming up with it. Mo is a project manager for the PGA Tour, believe it or not. So we're both really slammed, and John, being the former television director and working at a company for years that produced television equipment and software, he's the one who is best suited to produce most of the videos, so we have him do most of those reviews. John also, at that company that did the television studio and equipment software stuff, he was also a quality assurance manager, so when it comes to QA testing and whatnot, he knows that stuff hands down. So yeah. Michael says, if I need a co-host for a bit by bit, I'll audition for you. Thank you, Michael. I appreciate it. I've done the co-host things on Turnbuckles and Territories, the wrestling podcast that I did for one season. And I did it for a long time on Drawn and Paneled, which originally was Comic Sans, my comic book related. Oh, sorry. There's my controller again. My comic book YouTube video stuff and podcast. And co-hosts are great. I love working with people. That's why we do it on the GenXGrownUp podcast all the time. The difficulty is it takes a lot to be a host, either on a YouTube channel or on a podcast. It takes a lot of dedication, a lot of work. You have to have a little bit of skill, a lot of comfortability in front of a mic or on a camera. Can't be worried about messing up or any of that stuff. So most of the co-hosts that I've worked with outside of John and Mo tend to, oh, there's that bigger number, 854, tend to last with us for a few months to a couple of years, and then it dies off. So I've kind of decided not to do that for a while. So that's why I kept bit by bit, just something that's simple for me to create. But I really appreciate the offer, for sure. Thank you, Michael. John's a wizard with flarp. I don't know what that's referencing. Yeah, 854. There we are. Oh, let's go into my phone. Check out the studio. Oh, I got a bigger number in my phone, ladies and gentlemen. We're still climbing. I guess I should have started this stream at like 11:30. It would have been more impressive, huh? Oh my goodness, my back is hurting from sitting here. Jason, buddy, are you enjoying getting to see your game on the live stream, even though I'm not really playing it for you? I apologize, but at least you're getting to see the gameplay. Hope you're liking that if you're still with us. Let us know. The fart putty he cleans with. Oh, yes. He loves that stuff. Good Lord. That man makes so many that's what she said jokes and dad jokes that it's not even worth it talking about it. Good Lord. He is definitely a Gen X grown-up. He is still a child at heart. Alright. Blew up the little wall there with his magic. Nice. I love these questions, guys. Very engaging. I really appreciate that. Michael, I can tell how much you enjoy Bit by Bit, and that makes me so happy to hear. Because I'll be honest with you, when you're on this side of the camera or the microphone, you really don't get as much feedback as you might think. The comments are nice most of the time. Sometimes they're not nice. But you are kind of operating in a bubble. Really, these live streams and the meet and greets we do at conventions, they're kind of the only way we get real personal feedback from you guys. And it's very important to us. We do appreciate it because, like John says in the podcast, you know, at the end when we're talking about the latest patrons over on patreon.com/GenXGrownUp or GenXGrownUp.com/Patreon, a little plug there, that it puts fuel in our tank creatively and emotionally, and it really is a big help. Absolutely. Power Driven talks about it was fun to meet up and get to hang out at MGC. So John got to go to the Midwest Gaming Classic, I think that is. I forgot what MGC stands for. Anyway, John got to go. We were able to work it out with one of our business partners to bring us up there. That was Allen One. They are the ones who are bringing Atari back to arcades with these recharged Atari cabinets. They're really cool. I'm not giving up, Power Driven. I'm still doing it. I wish I could go to a meet and greet, but my parents restrict and we don't have money or time. Yeah, sorry, Batman. I know that sucks, but if we are making new connections all the time. I don't know where you live at in the world, but we are making new connections all the time, and we're getting out to more conventions. I have some plans that I'm trying to get worked out for John for later in this year, and maybe myself even, now that my wife is getting more and more independent. So, yeah, maybe we'll be in an area near you soon. Arrow74, I will second the support of Bit by Bit. I always look forward to it coming out as well. Thank you, Arrow. Appreciate that. BC, have you three lived in different parts of the country? Alright, so I'm trying to think how to answer that because the answer simply is yes, but I want to give you a more complete answer. So John has really only lived, as far as I know, in 3 cities. He's lived down in Central Florida near Kissimmee and Orlando, but kind of in a rural part. He talks about that on the podcast sometime. He's also lived in Tallahassee, which is where I live currently, and he now lives in Jacksonville. So that's John's migratory path. Now Mo's a little bit more of a mystery to me as far as where he's lived, but I do know 100% for sure of at least 2 places. He's lived in New York City, where he was growing up, and he now lives in Jacksonville. So I know those 2 from Mo. Myself, I have lived in a lot of places. Oh, gotta go. Gotham calls, Batman says. Okay. See you, Cape Crusader. Good luck. Keep the Joker in check. That weenie Phoenix guy is a real pain in the butt. So I have lived, I'm trying to think of all the places, because I've lived in quite a bit. Tallahassee, San Antonio when I was in the Air Force, Panama City when I was in the Air Force. I lived in Los Angeles, in East Hollywood, and in Pasadena, California. That's where I met my wife. Actually, I was living in East Hollywood when we met and went on a blind date. Long story, I won't go into it here, but then I moved to Pasadena when we started dating regularly, because that's where she lived. And then after Pasadena, after our youngest son was born, I moved back here to Tallahassee, Florida, because my parents live here still. My father has passed, but my mother's still with us, and they both wanted to be closer to all the grandkids, and they don't like to fly, so we made some deals and some business arrangements and whatnot that made it easy for us to come back. And of course, California is super expensive, and Tallahassee is way cheaper and more affordable. We could afford housing here and whatnot. That was getting very difficult in California at the time. So yeah, I've been in Tallahassee since 2001 again. I first moved here when I was 3 years old. Oh, that's right. Lived in Frankfort, Kentucky when I was born. So I'm originally from Kentucky. Moved to Tallahassee, Florida when I was 3 in '74. So there you go. Power driven. Anything near Chicago anytime? Nope. Never been to the northeast region of the country. Been wanting to go. My wife has been to Chicago and New York from one of the jobs she had when we lived out in California, but I've never gotten to go. Definitely want to, though. Chicago, great pinball, Stern, that's right there in Chicago. Michael, John is like an enthusiastic kid when it comes to things retro. His passion is evident. You're 100% right, Michael. John loves retro. So do I. But yeah, it's a really great time to be a Gen Xer. We're coming into that age where more of us have disposable income. The marketplace is recognizing that, so they're creating more things, bringing back things from our youth, and that's why we're getting all these cool systems like this SNK 40th Anniversary Collection from Digital Eclipse. Oh goodness, 857, guys, up there on the screen, right? Yeah, right up here. There we go. Oh my goodness gracious. Okay, if we head to the Midwest, make sure we swing by Missouri. Okay, I've been to Missouri. I almost got to go to Utah. Matter of fact, I was slated to go out there for Allen 1. They wanted me to go out to a convention that was a small little local convention out there, but it was in the same area of Utah that they were in Salt Lake City or somewhere around there. So I was going to go to their warehouse and offices and do some work for them, you know, promoting their products and whatnot. And that's when my wife had her stroke. So unfortunately didn't get to go. But I would like to go to all these different places you guys are talking about. I know Stern is heavily involved with MGC. I am looking forward to SFGE Power. I know you're not going to get to go to that, but I just found out like a few weeks ago from the event organizers at SFGE that new Evil Dead pinball from Spooky Pinball is going to be there. And I am so looking forward to that. I can't buy one because they're all sold out now on that limited edition, and that's the one I would want. But it was like 13 grand, and I just can't spend that much money. I don't even really have a place to put it. I still got to build rooms on the house to put all that stuff. Andy Grobengeiser, are you guys doing appearances at retro gaming shows around the country? Is that something you guys are hoping to do more of? Yes and yes. So coming up, we have a couple of events already booked. We have SFGE, the Southern Fried Gaming Expo in Atlanta, Georgia, June 20th through the 22nd, I believe. We'll be up there from the 19th probably through that Monday. That's usually when we leave. And then a small convention here in Tallahassee, Florida called Infinity Con that I kind of help run a little bit with the guy who is the event organizer for that one. And we did also go to the Infinity Con Gainesville event earlier this year. I wasn't able to go, but John and Mo went, I believe. And I can't say which one because it's not guaranteed yet. I'm still waiting to hear from a few people on the contracts, but I believe we're going to get to go to one out west this year. I'm not going to say which one. Really hope to get there at some point. It's absolutely so good. Played the crap out of it. And John Wick and the new Dungeons & Dragons. I want to play the new Dungeons & Dragons one too. Yeah, that would be fun. I'm hoping to get a shot at that at SFGE as well. But I am jealous that you got to play Evil Dead before me, because that Evil Dead game is so freaking nice. Classic Game Fest in Austin in July. You know, Austin's not a bad drive for me, Andy. That's not a bad drive. I don't know any of the contacts at that one. We have made it a rule where we just can't afford to pay to go to events because, as you guys might know, this channel is John's 100% livelihood, and so we don't make any money going to an event anymore. We don't have tables where we set up and sell stuff or anything like that. So when we go to events, we have to be invited guests, and the event has to pay at least our travel. We do have appearance fees as well to help offset the lost time for creating videos and whatnot. But we don't really make any money at conventions, but we love to go to them to meet you guys and to make connections and see you guys in person. So, you know, Andy, if you know somebody at that convention, here, I knocked off my headset. If you know somebody at that convention, send it to, send their contact information if they give you permission. Send it to George at GenXGrownUp.com. That's my email. And I'll get in touch with them and see if I can work something out. Power Driven says he should see if he's got pictures. Oh! 860, guys! 860 on the screen. We are still moving up. Oh, I see a bigger number on my phone, ladies and gentlemen. John F. Sorry, George, but a really hot Slee Stack just said she needs me. She needs me. So, well, what the hell? Wish me luck. Good luck, buddy. Hope you have fun. Oh, you guys are getting creative tonight with these excuses for leaving. Oh, my goodness gracious. You guys are awesome. 29 viewers it says on my chat window, but I'm sure that's not accurate because that number hasn't changed in a long time in OBS here, so I'm sure it's something different. You guys will let me know. It's probably down to like 5 people because everybody's tired of hearing me talk. Oh, my goodness gracious. So has anybody seen Jason for a little while? I'm going to scroll back up and see if I see him. If I don't see Jason comment here in the next few minutes, I haven't seen him comment in a while. He might have had to drop off. 25, Power Driven says, just refresh. I might go ahead and stop this. Arrow Year says 36. If you do a refresh, it might drop. YouTube does some weird stuff with that. It used to not do that. That's something that just changed about 6 months or a year ago. Anyway, if I don't hear from Jason in a few minutes, I'm going to stop the SNK 40th anniversary, and I think I might move over to Utopia Must Fall. We had a couple of people asking about that game earlier in the chat, and that is a game that I enjoy. So we might be giving that one a shot here in a little bit. I'm going to take a few minutes break, go get me some water. Power Driven's last comment was something about Buckaroo. Buckaroo Bonsai? Awesome. That's a great thing to comment about. Boy, my number's climbing up on my phone. I gotta talk to John why his live stream counter is not climbing as fast as my phone is. That's something he's gotta fix. Oh. Let's see, we just got a Google survey. You guys do, who have Android, you guys signed up for that Google Rewards system? If not, you definitely should, because it gives you free money to spend in the Google Play Store. That's how I get a lot of programs and video games. I have like 20 bucks in my account at all times because of that. That's weird. I had this thing saying that it was on there, but anyway. If anybody ever needs me to, who's an Android user and doesn't know how to get it, apparently I can share it with you. You just have to contact me through email or somewhere. And I think I'll need your phone number. Let me hit share now and see what it asks for. Yeah, I'll need like some way to send it to you. So an email or a phone number. It's just a link that I can copy and paste. So yeah. Anyway, cool. Arrow, have made hundreds over the years, right? I mean, I always keep 20 bucks in there, so I don't know how much I've actually earned over the years, but I've definitely been happy with that Google Rewards thing. My wife switched from Android to Apple a couple of years ago, and she hates that she can't buy free stuff anymore because of that. You know, Apple, they ain't giving up a penny. Boy, my phone is down to 43%, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to have to plug this in somewhere and charge it. But anyway. Wonder, is there a way to see how much you've earned in the app? I never looked. You guys are talking about it like there is. I'm going to go in there now and look. Rewards history. Maybe that'll tell me. It does. So I am not nearly as far along as you guys. My rewards history says $275.31. I haven't been getting a lot of big ones lately. I've been getting a lot of stuff of, have you gone to this place lately? And it's picking stuff that I drive by but don't go in. And so I'm only getting like 10-cent ones here and there. It's been a while since I got one of the dollar ones where you ask you a bunch of questions and stuff. When was the last time I got a big one? I got a $1 one on April 10th and a 94-cent one on April 6th. Those are the last two big ones. 445, Arrow says. Y'all must have been doing it for a long time, longer than me. Oh, you got a whole bunch in Vegas when you were there. Nice. Andy Grosenberg, watching this in a floating VR window on Apple Vision while Atari gaming in an emulator in a second window, so that might be a first. Yeah, it is for me. I've never heard anybody doing that. That's freaking awesome. Alright, well I haven't heard anything from Jason, so here's what I'm going to do, fellas. I'm going to put us on the pause screen and take a little bit of break, go get some water, come back, and we'll have Utopia Must Fall next up on the schedule. Alright, thank you guys. We'll be right back. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we are coming back. I was going to play Utopia Must Fall, I just couldn't get that game to show up. So I said, you know, we were talking about pinball a little while ago. I love pinball. Let's play some pinball. So I'm probably only going to play for a little while longer, guys. I've been at this for 3 hours and 15 minutes. You see the new number up there, 869. That's a great number to see. I love that one. I do see a higher number on my phone, so we are still continuing to grow, which is awesome. I see you guys are chatting. Let me know in the chat menu if you guys can hear me, so that I can know that I'm back and you guys can hear me and see Pinball M, which is Zen Studios horror-based pinball machines. Alright, Power Driven sees the number, 869. Got me some little crackers here to give me that little bit of boost of sugar and energy as we play one more round of games. And I'm probably going to call it a night, guys. I'm really sorry, but I got to get up in like 6 hours. So. Hopefully you understand. And don't get too upset while I'm chewing in your ear. What setup? Pinball M or a virtual pinball machine? Because I haven't built or finished building my virtual pinball machine yet. Game volume is hot, thank you. Let's see if I can drop that down. Now when I click off that screen, it's gonna stop the audio. Okay. Yeah, I can help you with Pinball M. Pretty straightforward, though. Are you talking about playing it on a virtual pinball machine or just on a desktop like I'm doing here? Let me know if the audio is okay for you guys now or if you need me to drop it back down. Okay, Power says it's better. It is a loud audioscape in this game. So you guys are seeing the games that we have here. I'll cycle through them. Camp Bloodbrook is their last release. They haven't done one since then. They've been more focused on their mobile games and adding stuff in that Pinball FX VR system, which is really cool. Okay, let's go through. So we've got Texas Chainsaw Massacre, which is a fun table. System Shock Pinball, I don't really play that one that much. You can see 1% completion. I just don't enjoy that one as much. Chucky's Pinball, that's fun. I've played it a few times, but it's obviously not my favorite. Duke Nukem, I played a couple of times. I don't know why it says 0%. I guess I just haven't completed anything yet. The Thing Pinball is one of my favorites. Love that machine. But you can see it's tough, only 37%, but that is a fun machine. Dead by Daylight, I played that one once, I think. If you download Pinball M, this is what you get, and you can play it for free. So here's a free game for you guys if you'd like. Pinball M is free itself on Steam, and when you download it, you get this game with it. So there you go. All right, but let's go over to Camp Bloodbrook. See if we can't give that one a little bit of a run here. Oh, each table. You know, they gave me keys for all of them, so I don't quite know, but I want to say they're like around $5 to $10 a piece, if I remember right. Somewhere in that range. You can see I've customized my table a little bit here, which is fun. And all these little things that you see in the corner here, and I think, how do I get to the corner? Is it by clicking vault? Nope, that's not it. Back in here, okay. Play corner settings, I want to go there. Oh, view play corner, there it is. See, there we go. So now you can see my whole little play corner here, and it'll do this little cycle thing. You can see my Jason-esque statue. They were obviously going to license this as Friday the 13th, but they had some issues with somebody, you know, legally or whatnot, so it became Camp Bloodbrook. The little board over here is something that I've acquired. The statue, all the sign up there, the table modifications is all part of stuff that I've acquired. Michael, GenXGrownUp, sorry I have to go. Oro Monroe and I have an appointment with Captain Picard to see what we could do about the atmosphere on the Genesis planet. Well, you better go fix that shit. Thank you, Michael, for joining. Oh, Lord. Arrow, you just asked a question that's going to keep me on this live stream for another 2 hours. What is needed for a setup to play virtual pinball? So, at the basics, you need a cabinet and a monitor. Most people use a television. Just depends on which size cabinet you have for which television you want to put inside it. Software out there, there's a ton of free pinball software out there that does emulation in the same way that MAME does it for the arcades. You then need a controller board to interface between the buttons that you have built in on the cabinet and the computer that you have running the emulation software for your pinball machines. And there's a couple of different ways to go about that. I'm not going to go into all of them here, but there's a couple of pieces of software out there that set up everything for you from scratch, and then there's a couple that you have to work at a little bit. So it just depends on how much you want to get into it. Now, most people also put a monitor up there where you see the Camp Bloodbrook logo. That's usually a second monitor for most people. And then a lot of people will even put a third monitor down there where you see Pinball M. That's the DMD, digital matrix display, on pinballs that were built after like 81, 82 or something like that, when they went from physical scrolling score counters to digital score counters. And then from there, the sky's the limit. People have actuators and controllers for those. People have plungers that have sensors on them that can detect how fast the plunger moves when you pull it back and release it, that actually interfaces with the virtual table itself. And there are literally thousands upon thousands of ROMs, for lack of a better term, out there that you can get for different pinball machines from all walks of life. Now, you're never going to get brand new stuff because people like Stern and everything, who do support virtual pinball community, they ask the community not to put out their tables for a period of time. I want to say it's like 2 years or maybe 3 years or something like that. But then a lot of times, once that time is expired, companies like Stern will release the ROMs to the developers, who will then create the virtual tables. So it's awesome. Hopefully that answered your question. Okay, Power Driven already has all these. That's great. So, joining the Discord to set up, that's a free system that I was talking about, and right now the name eludes me because my system's been so screwy, I haven't played it in a long time. But that's the MAME-like system. Alright, we gave some directions to Michael to the Discord community. Ooh, I'm getting the hiccups. So, Arrow, I don't know how much you're into pinball. You have to really, really love it to go down the virtual pinball route. There's a YouTube channel that I highly suggest going to watch called Way of the Wrench. And this guy, he's an auto mechanic by trade, at least by the appearances of the backgrounds that he shoots in. Looks like a big garage with cars everywhere. But all of his videos... Excuse me, let me get rid of this hiccup real quick. Okay, gone. So anyway, Way of the Wrench, great YouTube channel. The guy is really thoughtful in his videos. He's easy to watch. He gives a lot of details, and you can go through and see everything he goes through. The first thing you're going to need is the cabinet. The way I acquired mine, I have a local hourly play arcade that does a lot of pinballs, and they had a really old Atari pinball cabinet from like 75 that was in such bad shape that they couldn't really restore the machine. So I bought that from them for $100, and that's sitting in my storage facility right now, waiting on me to build out my workshop so that I can start working on it. Z-Man 420, happy Memorial Day, everybody. Thank you, Z-Man. Serenity now. Yeah, that's just, I learned how to get rid of hiccups without having to do any of the crazy stuff. You guys know hiccups are just your diaphragm flipping because of the air intake imbalance in your system. So once I realized the mechanism, I found a method that if you breathe in through your nose and then force air slowly out your mouth, in whatever way is most comfortable for you, I just blow it through my teeth. And you do that slowly and steadily for a period of time, the diaphragm resets and you have no hiccups anymore. Anyway, there you go. Nice little tip from GenXGrownUp. Let's go back here. Let's get into this machine. Let's just play classic. Wow. I don't even remember the controls. It's been so long since I played Pinball M. Because I go every Sunday to that arcade that I mentioned. My son works there, and I have an annual pass, so I can go anytime I want and play.
I never asked for this. Me and my friends just wanted to have a fun summer.
I love Zen Studios. They have all the characters around your machine. I'm going to let this play for you guys a little bit so you can see the details. And let me know if the audio on the machine is too loud or anything.
And as the sun sets and the shadows lengthen, I find myself facing a terror beyond imagination. I am fighting for my life and for those who.
This machine has a lot of fun ramps and a lot of fun activations for the different play modes. You got the Lake Lurker over there with the little canoe on it. You can see how this was absolutely going to be Friday the 13th, right? That's no mistaking it. So Z-Man, Zen is the best on mobile. You know, I have had a lot of bad luck with their mobile platforms. They've given me all the keys for it, so I have all the tables and all the systems and everything. But for me, every time I'm playing on mobile, at least with my Galaxy S22, there seems to be some kind of delay between when I click a trigger for a flipper and when the flipper actually flips. So it's very frustrating for me. So I tend to only play on my PC or at the arcade. But I know a lot of people love it. Alright, let's go ahead and play. Oh, where's my...
The shadows hold secrets.
There we go. Let's get this set up the view that I like, which is manual. There we go. Alright, so there's my little flipper, guys. Oh, I can't remember when to do my plunger, which is a little flashlight, which is cool, to get the skill shot for fog. Let's see. I think it's when the O lights. Yep, there we go. Been a while. Alright, let's Let's try the start main, see if I can hit that shot. There we go. Oh, get control again. Alright, light trail maybe next. Nope. Oh no! I forgot to hit my my tilt. Oh Jesus! Oh, all right, we got into the cabin. That was nice. Boy, it's been so long since I played this. I've been playing so much Black Knight Madness at the arcade. Power driven. I think I'll have to go fight crime after I nap for the evening after this game. I've got to drive into the office tomorrow. Yep, I feel you, buddy. Let's see. Yeah, I'm still on ball one. That must have been a save. Let's see. Can I backdoor that start game? With that shot, at least. Alright, let's go back there. Didn't change it quick enough to get fog lit up. Damn it, I keep missing that shot. There we go. Go back into there. I need to do a post pass here. See if I can do it on this machine.
The well awaits.
Alright, so the well awaits. So now, I forget, do I need to just go back up to start main to activate the first mode? It's so long, goodness. Great thing about these Zen pinball machines is they have a tutorial, like a little book that you can read while you're playing the game if you want to. I'm just not going to, because I'm lazy. Damn it! Missed it again. Alright, let's see if we can get back up in there. Okay, well that wasn't it, obviously. Maybe I need to go into the canoe? Oh, jeez, it's been so long. Missed that. Oh!
Multiply.
There we go, we got the multiplier raised. Alright. We got the camp bell to ring and we missed it. Ball out. Oh, it's a terrible first ball score.
Every heartbeat counts.
Oh, I didn't do any of my... Oh, I'm playing classic, so I can't do any of the...
Now or never.
There's power-ups in this game when you're playing the other modes where you get extra score and whatnot. Alright, hold this, wait till... Oh. Oh. Forgot about that. Damn it! Then I hit it anyway. Missed it. Stupid.
Time to face the darkness.
Well, I got shoot again at least. No! Where's my tilt? Oh, there it is. It's my alt button. I was hitting control.
No turning back now.
Skill shot.
We got a couple of skill shots in this game. Oh! That I can't figure out how to start that main mode now. 866, nice. I actually saw a bigger number I thought on my phone. Let me go check that while I'm holding this. Yeah, I got a bigger number on my phone. I hope it didn't drop. It did drop. Oh, that sucks. Number dropped. There we go. Rang the bell. Okay, there. We got the mode. Choose a main mode. Someone's out there, hide and seek. We'll do hide and seek. I don't remember if I've completed any modes on this.
Let him find me.
Hit the lit lane to stay hidden. Oh,
I can see the
damn it.
ruins up ahead. I need to reach them without being seen.
Alright, I will. I gotta do a post pass here if I can. There we go. Damn it, missed it again. Oh, she's gonna get caught. Oh, shit. Well, ball 3 out. Oh, I'm tired. Terrible score. Only 8-9 million. Awful.
The darkness claims.
So, that little screen that you guys see in the upper left-hand corner, that's what would be that DMD screen that I was showing you is usually the third monitor. When you're playing pinball on modern machines, that's where you see a lot of your notifications. So, anyway, new local high score? Really? I guess because I haven't played in a long time and it reset.
Excellent score.
Oh, all right, guys. Let me. I'm gonna mute this game capture for you guys real quick. So, again, we appreciate you guys so much. 866. I actually see 867 on my phone. I had seen 871. But I guess we lost a few. Arrow says, well, my pet turtle just got into my plutonium reserves and now there's a 100-foot reptile attacking the local power grid. I guess I better get him back on his leash before I head to bed. Well, Arrow, good luck with that, buddy. At least he didn't turn into a ninja, right? Anyway, thank you guys so much for sticking with me. 3.5 hours on the live stream. Sorry we didn't get to that 100,000 mark, but I fully believe we will get there tomorrow. Look for a live stream from John to commemorate that, and depending upon timing, Mo and I might be able to join him as well. Power driven, well, time for me to not get the beans above the Frank. I'm just thinking about Keith David today because I watched an old episode of Abbott Elementary, and he is the principal's father on that show, and he just got introduced. So anyway, that's a great reference. I love that. Oh. So, again, thank you guys so much for sticking around. We really, truly appreciate it. Glad I was able to do this live stream for you guys. I'm going to shut everything down, head off to bed. But yeah, you guys are awesome. And hopefully, sometime tomorrow, there will be a 6-figure number in that subscriber little circle right up top up there. You guys are awesome. We do everything because of how you guys support us, and we really appreciate it. Thank you guys. Good night. Miguel Martinez, hi. Sorry, buddy, heading out right now. Yes, we can do it. On to 100K, I see. Boy. See us on Discord, yes. Jeremiah Thomas. The dead of night, yes. It is the dead of night. At least on the East Coast. West Coast, I guess you're just probably just settling into the stream, right? 9:30 for you guys? Unless you're in England. We used to have this one guy, Miner Tom, I think was in England. It was like 4 in the morning every time. Anyway.